All of my life I've been searching for the words to say how I feel. I just spend my time thinking too much and live too little to say what I need. But I try to understand the best I can all over my life. Ooh. All of my life I've been saying sorry for the things I know I should have done. All the things I could have said come back to me. Sometimes I wish I didn't just be gone. But I try to understand the best I can all over my life. Yeah. Set him up, I'll take a drink with you. Pull up a chair, I think I'll stay, yeah. Set him up, 'cause I'm going nowhere. There's too much I need to remember, and there's too much I need to say. Woo. Yeah. Well, if that comes to me tonight, girl, I want you to know that I love you. And no matter how tough I wouldn't dare, only to you I will reveal my tears. If this is the kind of love that my mama used to warn me about, man, I'm in trouble. I'm in real big trouble. If this is the kind of love that the old folks used to warn me about, I'm in trouble. I'm in real big. I need y'all to do me a favor. Someone please 911. Tell them I've just been shot down, and the bullets in my heart, and she shot me through my soul. Feel my body's getting cold. Someone please 911. walk on by. Don't you make me cry, baby. Don't you walk on by. Oh, baby, baby. Girl, you're such a bad thing. Standing there all alone. Looking so good to me, baby. Can't do no wrong, hey, baby. Put your arms around me. Set my world on fire. There ain't never gonna be nobody like you, baby. Honey, that's no lie, hey, baby. trust in me, baby girl, don't you worry. But you're part of me now, so we must be strong. There are times I know I let you down so bad. I never knew that what losing your love would mean to me. Ask for anything, I give it to you gladly. 'Cause I won't be long now, so you must believe that you hurt and hurt too. 'Cause I'm thinking about your love. You'd make someone again. I'll be there. You know I never change. 'Cause I'm thinking about your love tonight, today, and always. Come on, yeah, Lord. She goes out to the man on the street. Sir, can you help me? It's cold and I've nowhere to sleep. Is there somewhere you can tell me? She works on, doesn't look bad. He pretends he can heal her. Starts to whistle as he crosses the street. Seems embarrassed to be there. Oh, think twice. It's just another day for you and me in paradise. Oh, think twice. It's just another day for you and me in paradise. Just think about it, yeah. Come on. Just think about it, yeah. Come on. Yeah, come on, come on. Shall we go now? Listen. 1, 2, tell me what you got. Let me see my quarter sound and stop and hear the jackpot. Rev me up, my little buttercup. We can talk shit, tongue and laughing anybody. Believe it or not, kick us a problem with flow. No struggle and bumble over with love and pro. So what's gonna be? Be on the TV. Let me take time and set your mind and nobody free. So what is you just strap for a sec. Lay around me, so I can grab a good crack. Shake me, baby, baby, make me. No need to fake around. I wanna take grind your body, better move your body. I see you still sliding, come on, let's do it hard. I'm not quite sure as to what's going on. I still hanging around, but I'm still not up. Now that we found love, what are we gonna do? We now that we found love, what are we gonna do? We make not to shoot, make not to shoot, make not to shoot, make not to shoot, make not to shoot all over the place. I'm saying, come on, baby, when the music's playing, I wanna see you dance, dance. Come on, baby, when the music is playing, I wanna see you dance. Get up and dance, ooh yeah, ooh yeah. Let me show you what I make it do. What I make it do. I say music, whoa, yeah, soothing to my soul. Oh baby, oh baby.
Hey, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, you caught me dancing. You are welcome to the Friday episode of Breakfast Daily right here on Channel 1 TV. As you already know, to start up Friday, we have to get a little bit pumped up, and that's why you saw me dancing. Well, thank you to the Funky Millionaires for, giving us some rhythm to move our bodies this morning to get into the program of the day. My name is Chris Carter.
My name is Philip Nilate. I'm excited.
You are?
Yeah, you are boogie.
Oh, it took us to when we were kiddies. And that's what our parents used to
Aye, and actually, the funky videos are doing well.
Very well.
Now that we found love,
What are we gonna do with it? Yeah. Oh, we are at work. Sorry.
where are you going to be tonight?
Oh no, please! I don't do those things again.
don't do it
No,
again.
honestly, these days I just like to chill at home.
We want to chill at home. Well,
Like
it's a Friday.
you know what I like to do? I like to push all the chilling into December
Oh, December?
or into
Why?
birthdays or into birthdays.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
See, I don't know if it's old age, but I just like my rest these days.
Anyway, that's Chris for you. But
So where are you going to be tonight?
well, tonight, now that we found love, what are we gonna do? Let's see how it's going to turn out to be tonight. Maybe you meet me somewhere
Yeah.
in town.
Well, anything can happen. So if you meet any
Because
any of
I've
us
actually seen you somewhere we didn't plan, but I saw you there.
well, no, but it was it was more like work and play.
It was work and play.
It was like
I saw
work
Chris and
and
like,
play.
Chris, what are you doing
I saw
here?
it. I was like, Philip.
See, it's like a husband and a wife that are cheating. They are supposed to do fasting, and the wife went to steal the food, went to hide in a small room,
Corner.
not knowing the
And the
husband
man
was
is
also
coming to the
coming
same
with
corner.
the same thing. Anyway, so this is how we started the show. I'm sure you're excited just as we are. And we are bringing nothing but the best here on Breakfast Daily from now to 11 a.m. That will say bye-bye to you. But it's still in the month of June. And I still want to remind you that the City Business Festival is still happening on your screens. And exactly at 11 a.m., we're going to bring you something. But it's from 1st to 30th of June 2026. This is a way to build your company, to get that information that you need for your business, and also how you can be able to promote your business. Very important. The number of tips that have been shared so far by the Office of the Registrar of Companies on what exactly you must do for your company, and also what you must do for yourself as a business owner, and how you can scale up from 1 to 100 or 1 to 50, 1 to 10. You must move. There has to be a change in your business after paying attention to the City Business Festival. The more reason why we bring you this every June. It's happening on radio as well, and as well on TV. So let's boost your business together. Let's get the business pumped up. This is brought to you by Channel 1 TV, City 97.3 FM, in partnership with Absa Bank. And of course, we are sponsored by Absa Bank, MTN, Petra Trust, and Zonda Tech. Yeah.
All right, so moving on, we have the Blank Scenes. The Blank Scenes is still on Channel 1 TV, and it was shown yesterday, actually. So there's going to be a repeat today at 11:30 a.m., and on Saturday at 7 p.m., and Sunday to Tuesday and Wednesday. So you definitely do not want to miss it. Tuesdays is at 3 p.m., Sundays 4:30, and Wednesdays at 5:30 p.m. And the Blank Scenes is brought to you by Channel 1 TV. So tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. It's an exciting African family setting or Ghanaian family setting, and you get to enjoy the ins and outs that happens in the families that we all come from. So we see the black, the white, and the gray areas. And of course, you can relate to all the episodes because, yeah, you will remember that, hey, this is what happened in my house some time ago. So this is why...
You can relate.
I know, right? This is why it's very important to gather the family and watch the Blank Scenes. And you definitely do not want to miss it. So tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend that the Blank Scenes TV series is on. I mean, yesterday was actually fun. It took me back to, you know, what some families go through, how spiritual they can get, and how they can let people just infiltrate into their homes in the name of, I'm seeing things in your life. Seeing things, and then they'll ask you to
do this, do that, do this, pay things.
You know, so at the end of the day, this you cannot say you have not heard about this situation before. It really happens in a lot of families. So hey, make a date with us and watch the repeat today, and you will definitely love it and thank us later on.
So that's a Blank Scenes for you. We are heavily sponsored by NASCO.
Lizzie Shito, Out Mosquito Coil, and Everpack, and also Lily.
Lily. Are you taking Shito and rice today? If you are, then maybe you'd want to do Lizzie Shito and Lily. If you have mosquitoes in your car or in your room, Charlie, kill them without mosquito spray, and also the ever pack. I'm sure tissues and other things they have, you can get them for your event. And of course, NASCO, get that appliance right now and use in your house. We still want to remind you that the World Cup Central is on. Few days to the World Cup. We have about 6 or 7 days more to go, and I still
That's why I'm
believe,
rapping.
That's why I'm rapping Ghana.
Rapping,
And some of the countries have already gotten to the destinations.
Yeah.
I've seen them on I think Brazil is there already. Brazil is there.
Did you see what Brazil did to their airplane?
What did they do?
They actually baptized the airplane.
Oh.
It was beautiful to
Whoa.
see. Yep. So the airplane had to go through some sprinkles of water, I think, by the fire service. I think, the fire service is the one that has the hose that can go around. So one on this side, one on this side. So it created this arc. The water created this. So basically, it's holy water. So because they said they're baptizing it.
They're baptizing
so the
it.
players were inside.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So they baptized it. So it was like an arc. And the plane went through.
Wow.
So they are baptized.
That's interesting. I think the Netherlands are also there yet.
And Turkey too. Turkey is also there. Turkey had a whole big bus branded with their name on it. Turkey, or yeah.
And Niger is home.
No, we are not actually. We are actually there supporting you guys. And we are also going to, you're also going to be listening to our World Cup song, Shakira featuring Burna Boy.
Interesting. So, in order
song.
for you to get more of this on this channel, you would have to stay tuned. And later today, Friday, at 3 p.m., we will bring you World Cup Central. Gabi Ofe sits with his guest or his panelists to digest, dissect, and go into the details, what is happening for the World Cup, who is likely to win, and all that. So please stay with us here as we get details of that later today at 3 p.m.
All right, and do not forget that the Channel One News app is live. So the best thing for you to do is head to Google Play Store and download it. It's actually very easy to install. As you head to Google Play Store, just type out Channel One News online app, and it will pop up. And when it pops up, all you need to do is click on install, and it will just install it in some seconds. After that, you can just scroll through, and while scrolling through, you will actually realize it is very user-friendly, very easy interface, and you will love it. It brings you a 360 of everything that Channel One TV actually has to offer, from news to entertainment to information to articles and so on, different articles on different topics. It takes you into the world of lifestyle, into the world of fashion, into homes actually, because moms and dads can actually relate to some of the articles we have there. And of course, all the informations that we have when it comes to some of our programs or off-air events, you can find them all there. Even pictures of past events, you can find them all there. So all you need to do is just pick up your phone or your tablet and download the Channel One News app, and you will definitely love it. All you need is internet access, and voila, it's going to be working.
Beautiful. Let's go straight into the papers. Today we have a number of them. Want to start with the Chronicle newspaper. That starts with the IGP. You want to seek urgent shelter for police fire victims. You can see page 2 and 3 for that story. Gen Seed condemns Amoako Hene's misogynistic attack on Cozy. I saw that Facebook post of his.
Very horrible
questions.
Anyway, very
AG,
horrible.
have you seen that? Did you see the post?
Very horrible. I think if you are this doesn't actually have to do with being in the public office, but some people do not know how some of their words come up misogynistic, and it is bad if people see you as misogynistic, especially when women think you hate women. It's a problem. And now you are in the public, office. You are supposed to be like part of the government of the day. What does that tell about your government? How does that rub off to your government?
Maybe someone should tell him this. I suggest he would issue an official statement and apologize, so that whatever the issue is and the aftermath of whatever he has posted will end there, because maybe he posted it with a different intention, but this is politics and this is the public domain, so people would actually read meanings into what exactly you have posted. So maybe you should tone down a bit. You're a young guy, just like us, and you're also doing well as the Ashanti Regional Minister. So tone down on social media. Use it for the development you are using it for and all that. But try not to be responding to certain things like that, and also reacting to people's comments and all that. Officially issue a statement, apologize for what you said, and I think that is actually going to end it. Because if you do not, the fire that is actually going to come with this, you may not be able to bear it. Because yesterday I was watching Good Evening Ghana, and Paul Adomotre, actually what he said about this, and the kind of actions that will be taken, I think Amoakohene should do the needful. You are a fine gentleman, and do what is best
and
for
he's,
you,
you
so
know,
that we
I
will be able
think
to-
he felt comfortable doing it because he has seen other people do it, and especially with Facebook or social media platforms, people just come up and spill a lot of gibberish, forgetting that there are people watching them or looking up to them. There was another person also in a public office. It happened 3 days ago on Facebook. He was going after a female NPP social commentator. The words were so horrible. No, the words were so horrible, and I had to click to see who this person is.
Yeah.
This man is an old man.
Well, so
He can give birth to this girl.
so
Or this lady. I don't want to call her girl.
I think that
I just feel a lot of people are misogynistic, and they are beginning to expose themselves.
Well, if you are in public space or you're a public figure, you should know how you'd be able to comment. For instance, you are passing somewhere and somebody makes a very serious comment about you. You should be able to see how best
you
to
should
be able
control
to
yourself. You should have
and all that.
self-control.
So, Amoakohene, like I've stated, there are other things that are following. What you put on social media, what people are saying, and all that. Just make sure that you be able to at least apologize. Yes, apologize. Or maybe you can retract whatever the statement is, because maybe you will think that you've said it with in a joking or in a funny way, making comedy or comic post, but at the end of the day, it's not being taken down well. So please, you can pull it down. AG ordered to reverse contentious promotion, and also there is this memory verse here, quotation. Isaiah 58:10, if you pour yourself out for the anger and satisfy the desire of the afflicted, then shall your light rise in the darkness, and your gloom be as the noonday. So that is what you can see there on the Chronicle.
All right, so on the front page of the Daily Guide is still the same thing that you said. Jen said condemns Dr. Amoakohene over Akosua Kuma's comment. And if you're wondering what Jen said, is the Gender Center for Empowering and Development. Abronia DC remanded for failing to surrender passport. MLC Ghana launches Grand Panache. Appoints Michael Blankson as ambassador. Audit Service Board. Auditor General lock horns over staff promotion. Prevent Aja for real from accessing my children. RNAQ's ex-wife.
That issue is also becoming something else.
No, but it's also a beautiful case to watch.
To follow.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's actually a very beautiful case to follow. You will learn I've learned a lot.
A lot.
It.
Hey.
I've learned a lot from
Charlie,
it.
the
You
law is
don't
the
even
law.
need to be a lawyer or want to be a lawyer to, but if you follow it, you can see there are so many things for us to learn from.
Well, interesting. On the front page of the Herald newspaper, we start with this. Deborah's health walk stopped. Siedun Ketier's thank you tour continues as Ras Mubarak cries chairmanship abuse. Also, Finance Minister bears at least and Cell Mining transaction, questioning Newmont's $1 billion US dollars Achim mine to Chinese. The stress Lukui Springfield to benefit from state-funded oil deals behind closed doors. Dubai and London talks stock controversy, and also Fifi Fiavi Kwete warns NDC members against Akufo-Addo syndrome. I don't know what the syndrome is about. We'll have to check in the papers later. Abronye recaged over failure to surrender passport, cite education and medical treatment abroad.
All right, in front page of the Daily Graphic, we have 24-hour economy to create 1.7 million jobs by 2028, and this is by Gosi Tano. Finance Ministry releases 1.67 billion Ghana cedis for agri sector. Biodiversity, the Goldfields Way, and nation to produce first vaccine in 2027. Vaccine Institute drives local initiatives. Wow, that's actually very nice to hear.
Okay, so on the front page of the New Center newspaper, we start with this one. June 3, disaster. Victims cry to Mahama for justice. 11 years on. You can see the victims there and officials of the One Ghana movement marking the 11th anniversary. Claims against ICOMS false. Ghana Link challenges detractors to provide evidence. And also, Gensid condemns misogynistic attack on Akosua Benu. You see, this morning you are making me say things that ideally, this thing, you should just apologize. I think the story is actually making waves. Mixed signals expose government over anti-LGBTQ plus bill. This is minority saying that. And also Leno Saibunso quits. Okay. Revolution on girls empowerment. Okay, she's quiet about it. Okay, that's it.
All right. Okay, on the Ghanaian Times, we have floods paralyze Accra again. Major roads cut off, resident trapped. I heard some cars were carried away yesterday. A lot of cars that you can actually come out where you park your car and realize that your car has gone to another street. Yeah. Fire guts across Central Police Barracks. And avoid handshakes over Ebola threats. Gamashi lifts ban on noise making ahead of Homowo Festival. Wait, Philip, you said this is another Homowo Festival. You said you would take me to the place to eat that thing that they...
Okay, so there are a number of places that the Homowo Festival will be held.
So which one are you taking me to?
Gamashi will do this. After Gamashi, we may go to Osu. Then after Osu, La Teshi, Nungwa. I think Nungwa has started yes already. They've done a number of things that they are doing. Tema. Then you go to Adan areas, but I don't know which one you'd want to go.
No,
there is one at La.
The one that you went to last year, and then you ate the food of the gods.
Oh, there is one at La, which is called Shakamo.
Was it the one you went to last year? And you ate the food of the gods. I want to taste the food of the gods.
The Shakamo, anyone who sees you will hug you, and not just hugging you. Will hug you and other things follow. It's a nice experience.
No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you.
And now that the ban has actually been lifted by the Ghana Traditional Council or the Gamashi area, people will make noise. Have you noticed that some part of Accra, you move and you do not even hear
one sound.
You don't hear a sound. A pin can fall down and you hear the sound of the pin. But now that they've lifted the ban, people are going to make noise. People would actually be holding the parties, the funerals, and all that. So maybe you go to the Lawan, the Shakamo.
No, I don't want Shakamo again.
You don't like Shakamo? You don't want to do Shakamo?
Nope.
Really?
Nope.
There is one also in, I think, in the central region. I think Winneba, either Winneba or Apam, one of them.
But I thought it was a gun celebration. So do we have the guns in Winneba too?
No, I'm referring to a similar,
a
similar thing that they do. So maybe, I think I'll take you for the Shakamo one. So that by the time you come back, you are... Okay, our Shakamo will have tasted. Anyway, so what do we have? Okay, let
yeah,
me give
that's
you what we have
yeah.
here. The Daily Analyst starts with police foil planned robbery attack, recover AK-47 rifle and weapon. All set for GJA Press Freedom and Nines. Julius Debra Apenyo marking Kwachu for suit to grace occasion. And you can see the three, okay, you can see some more Natty George's picture also there. Cut out desperation for power. Fifi Fiabikwete warns NDC members. There is actually a lot of sanity going on within the NDC, with Fifi Fiabikwete being the general secretary of the party. Bupeura honored Gold Board CEO Sami Jemfi for leadership and national service. Ayawasu East MP urges Africa to defend family values. And no Ghana card, no Pono. Sam George pushes
I saw that yesterday.
age check for adults websites. No, but Sam
I
George,
saw that, and I think it's a very weird. It's a very weird way of thinking. You know why I think it's a very weird way of thinking? I mean, everything just keeps getting weirder every day.
I actually didn't see this. I wouldn't have read it.
I saw it yesterday.
No, I actually saw it yesterday that you need an ID card to verify whether you are 18 years and above or you are eligible to.
It's not just
go
your ID.
enter.
It's not just your ID card. There's even a part you have to take a picture of your face to show that it's you. So you mean you're going to be in your house as the minister, and then you might be going through a database of people that are going through porn sites. Why do you want to know who is going through a porn site? It's weird. It's predatory. It's like you want to know what people are doing in their bedrooms. Why are you so interested? It's a problem. Like, what is happening? I mean, it just keeps getting complicated every day that we wake up. Every day that we wake up, there's a new thing. Because, tell me why a whole adult would want to know who is accessing a porn site. You want to know it by their identity, by their face, by their faces. So that means you pick up a database one day. Oh, Mr. Kwesi Menu is on this porn site.
Okay, let me give you the details of the story. No Ghana card, no Pono. Minister for Communication, Digital Technology and Innovation, someone Natty George, has revealed that the government is considering the introduction of stricter age verification measures for Access Adult website in Ghana as part of efforts to protect children from explicit online content. So it's stated there, to protect children from explicit online content. Under the proposed policy, individuals seeking access to a pornographic website could be required to verify their age using valid ID document, that is an identification document such as the Ghana card or driver's license, before gaining entry to such platforms. But Sam George, do you also know that a friend can open the website for somebody? That the person can use somebody's ID to open it for somebody. I can actually go and film my uncle's face. Oh, uncle, I need your face for something. Then at the end of the day, I enter.
You can use
there.
your mother's information.
Yeah.
She would, or your auntie's information.
I really don't know how that one is going to work. But maybe I feel education must go down well. You see, and there are things that the little I know, like the way you also said the other time, you have access to the tablet or the device of your son, and you can easily log him out.
I log him out.
Yeah, you can easily log him out. So maybe we should find ways and means to, but maybe it's an initiative we are bringing on. So you wait and see. So speaking of the 4th Interparliamentary Conference on Family Values and Sovereignty, Mr. George said the proposal forms part of broader government efforts to strengthen online child protection and promote responsible digital behavior. According to the minister, the increasing accessibility to internet and digital platforms has heightened concerns about children's exposure to sexual explicit materials, making stronger safeguards necessary. He explained that government is exploring regulatory mechanisms that will prevent minors from accessing adult content online while promoting safer internet use among young people. Mr. George cited the United Kingdom's age verification framework for adult website as one of the models Ghana could study and adapt in developing its own digital safety regulation. He stressed that the rapid spread of pornographic and of pornography and the growing sexualization of young people in the digital space pose serious social and moral concern. You can find the Daily Analyst and read details of this story. I'm sure it's on other portals as well.
Can I add to what you just said? The irony linking to the misogynistic statement that a minister actually made yesterday. It was sexually explicit, it was nasty, and this is coming from an adult. So are we supposed to say that this adult is supposed to also have classes or go through some basic classes of consent or learning how to speak people without being sexually connotative?
Well,
you see, we are talking about children, but it's unfortunate that the adults are now making sexual explicit comments and being misogynistic around it on social media. But we are concerned about the kids. What about the adults?
Anyway, you see how that one unfold. But I'm telling you, doctor, apologize, because the way things are coming. Anyway, let's continue. What do you have?
All right, on the Ghanaian Point, cut out desperation for power. Fifi Kwete warns NDC members. Ghana targets lithium processing, eyes local battery manufacturing industry. Minority accuses government of backtracking on anti-LGBTQ plus bill. Accra High Court remands Abronia DC over failure to surrender passport. And lastly, don't just query CAT. Greater investment in emergency care needed. And this is by the GMA.
The custodian newspaper starts with Boako pledges improved water coverage in Tano North. He is the MP there, Gideon Boako, MP for Tano North. Jensen again condemns Mwako Hini's over sexualized attack on Akosia Menu. NPP affirms stance against LGBTQI+ as minority demands original 2024 bill. And court remands Abronia again. And lastly, from the government statistician, Ghana's inflation hits 3.7% in May.
All right, on the front page of The Insight, Fifi Kwete speak on Mahama's successor. France overturns law classing people as property, 178 years after abolishing slavery. And they did that just recently. And it's black people, by the way. It's black people that were property. So.
Wow.
And it's just recently that they also, abolished the whole issue of having black people in cages for people to come and watch. Wow. Court remands MPPs Abronia DC over failure to surrender passport. AI must serve people, not replace them, says Kambale Musavuli. Ghana launches AgriConnect to transform agriculture and Edu Bwahini's trial. Dr. Achia wants Kandapa others to testify.
Let's take you to citynewsroom.com now on the portals and bring you the stories there. This actually starts with the anti-LGBTQI+ bill, and don't be fooled as human rights argument. This is coming from Fo Amweni, who is the executive secretary of the National Coalition of Human Rights and Family Values Bill. Fo Amweni there. Also, foreign digital content eroding traditional African values. This is coming from somewhat Nate George. BOG mops up 11.28 billion Ghana cedis through 14-day bill auction. Agriculture funding in Africa remains grossly inadequate. This is coming from the Minister, Agric Minister Eric Opoku there. Upper East region, 80 suspects arrested in police swoop. And also this one too, which talks about a tanker explosion. Residents attack firefighters with stones and water. To force and questions practice of transferring renewed mining leases, and that's license, and also operationalize Afari Siwa Hospital to ease pressure on CAT, which CAT has actually mentioned that these facilities must be operationalized. Upon Fosu, consultation ongoing on NDC chairmanship ambition, and also peasant farmers call for 6-month ban on rice importation. This and more you can find on citynewsroom.com when you visit the portal.
All right, on channel1newsonline.com, you can actually find some headlines there. Let's also go through with police for a robbery plot, recover weapons linked to suspected syndicate, stop attacking firefighters, GNFS warns public. I think it's a very important call because I saw some of the videos where they were attacking the firefighters. It was so bad. I mean, and these are people that you have to call to come and help you when there's a fire outbreak. Accra flooding, NADMO intensifies drainage, distilling wetlands restoration, and PFAG demands immediate implementation of rice import quota policy. Accra will no longer be a sanctuary for indiscipline, and this is by Linda Oklu. Ex-convict arrested for alleged rape of a teenager and murder of a teenager. Oh mine, an ex-convict. So you were freed and then you came back to, you
know, some people, they still want to go back again. They have farmlands there, so.
Yeah. 2 killed in fuel tanker explosion at Edubinsu. Government to consider ID verification policy for access to porn sites. Query to CEO, knee-jerk response to crisis, cat doctors are saying. An anti-LGBTQI bill, government inconsistencies frustrating enactment. This is by the minority. 2025 report, Edu Watch calls for more funding for TVET and deprived district. MCE, owner of the collapsed Adenta building, will be arrested. Lastly, Abronia reminded for non-compliance with bail terms. So if you want more of that, all you need to do is head to channel1newsonline.com, or you can also download the Channel 1 News app to stay updated with every news information that we have out there for you.
Beautiful. So you'll be having a conversation with the Ghana Investment Fund for Electronic Communications. This is the conversation we're having next on the show. If your network has been bad for some time, I'm sure in the rural areas, this is your time for you to send the questions and for you to let us know which area you are staying, what exactly is happening, how difficult you find it to access network connectivity. We had a conversation here, I think on Monday or Tuesday with Dede and a community called Bule in the Upper West region.
I saw that.
Yes, total no network connectivity. And we want to delve into that deeper and find out from the authorities. I'm sure you would find out shortly on the show how government is working around it to give you better network connectivity. Yesterday I was a bit frustrated, but I'm sure that because of the rains, MTN was having issues.
It's been frustrating.
Yeah, MTN was having issue. Telecel as well. But anyway, let's take a quick break here. When we come back, we will give you the focus here, which will be the Ghana Investment Fund for Electronic Communication. That is GIFEC. Stay with us here on Breakfast Daily. We'll be back with more.
From Accra to Buenos Aires, from Lagos to London, there's a deeper rhythm to the game. Every badge carries history. Every player brings a story. Every number means something. Welcome to World Cup Central, only on Channel 1 TV.
Hello and welcome to another episode of World Cup Central right here on Channel 1 TV.
Your home of football intelligence with African energy and global perspective. We're taking you beyond the highlights, from powerful eye-opening stats to sharp breakdowns of every qualified nation to insights that change how you see the beautiful game.
Their first appearance was in 1930 and their best.
This is where stories rise, where strength speaks, and legends are born. Out of hundreds of entries, they emerged as the 10 Channel 1 community legends of the 2026 cohort.
You're 14 years, you're among, people who are...
My name is Daisy Mina Enchi, I'm 32.
Is someone who is from Western North.
Sefi Adofwa.
We have it that wherever you travel to, home is home.
10 Channel 1 community legends, 10 powerful journeys, one platform to inspire a nation, from hustle to impact, from struggle to success. Watch them tell it all.
In a place where almost nothing is available.
I have a foundation called Grace on Duty Foundation.
Whatever they are going through is part of the struggle. That should even give them the motivation to learn.
Because I'm a game changer wherever I go.
The Channel 1 community legends, next level stories, real people, real power, real glory. Stay tuned and be inspired only on Channel 1 TV.
June is for business here at City FM and Channel 1 TV. This June, the ideas get bolder and the future of Ghanaian business takes center stage. Welcome to the City Business Festival 2026. For the entire month of June, 97.3 City FM and Channel 1 TV bring together the thinkers, builders, innovators, and dreamers shaping the future of enterprise in Ghana. From powerful business fora that spark meaningful conversations to insightful on-air discussions with industry leaders and change makers, to stories of resilience, innovation, and ambition from Ghanaian entrepreneurs. This is more than a festival. It is a movement of ideas, strategy, and impact. Whether you're starting small, scaling big, or simply dreaming of your next breakthrough, the City Business Festival is your platform to learn, connect, and grow. Join the on-air series every weekday at 9 a.m. on the City Breakfast Show on 97.3 City FM and at 11 a.m. with a repeat at 6 p.m. on Channel 1 TV. This June, let's challenge businesses. Let's refine ideas. Let's create impact. Call 0205-973-973 for further details. City Business Festival 2026, driving ideas into impact. The City Business Festival 2026 is powered by 97.3 City FM and Channel 1 TV in partnership with Absa Bank, and it's proudly sponsored by Absa Bank, MTN, Zondatech Ghana Limited, and Petra Trust.
Grateful you stayed with us here on Breakfast Daily on Channel 1 TV, and we told you that we'll be having an interesting conversation here on the show. The Ghana Investment Fund for Electronic Communication in focus today. I'm sure you know of GIFEC, and the man who is manning the place, that is the administrator or chief executive officer for GIFEC, is no person that we do not know. We know him. He's in the political space, and he's up and about everywhere. You see him. That is Sofo Tanka Matanko Rashid Computer. He is joining us here in the studio for us to have detailed conversation on GIFEC. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you.
How are you doing?
I'm great.
How is your life? How are you balancing your life? GIFEC as the Deputy IT and Elections Director of the National Democratic Congress, moving from one station to the other. How do you balance it?
Let me say good morning to you. And my dear sister, I've been watching you guys doing a fantastic job.
Beautiful.
Let me take the opportunity to greet my hometown people, Bimbilla. I'm from Bimbilla. It's a beautiful place. I would like to invite all of you to come there. Yeah, you'll love the place. Bimbilla is a nice place. Doing a lot of job over there. Well, you know, under the reset agenda, we are focused on delivery, what we promise the good people of Ghana. As we are doing that, you know, this 38.2% group, they are also out there with their destructive press conferences. So you have to make sure that you you straighten.
You have to bring them in.
Bring them, in fact, whip them online. I mean, to let them understand that the reset agenda is going down well. Things are getting on. And then so we're doing a multifaceted activities in terms of the party front. Currently, we are doing a reorganization of the party. Very soon we start the elections of the branch executives. We've finished with the nominations and all that. You can see a lot of posters flying all over. People are want to contest positions. I mean, and we are doing it very smooth, seamless, no issues, no challenges, just minor issues. We are addressing it. Even some people in opposition, they are still fighting and beating each other over their own branches. Ours, you hardly hear anything about it because of the nature. Dr. Mani Boama and tutored us to handle the process. I mean, so my colleague Madi, is at the helm of affairs, doing fantastic. We are behind supporting him to make sure that, and then so managing the process very well. You should be a multitask person. I have that skill of multitask, doing 2-3 things at the same time. I mean, so don't ask why I'm computers. I can run it at the same time without any difficulty. So it's getting on well. It's getting on well. We are happy. His Excellency, the President, John Dramani Mahama, he's delivering, I mean, both internally and externally. You can see what is going on in London, UK. The praises they are giving him, and even the wise are saying they want to learn something from him. I mean, to a man who came in within the shortest possible time to turn around the economy and then brought it on to sound footing, and then it's now a baby of the international community.
Beautiful.
I mean, so these are things that we're doing just to make sure that we let, Ghanaians are such that if you don't keep them informed, they might think that you're not doing it.
Beautiful. So keeping Ghanaians informed, we know from GIFEC, most people know that you are in charge of network in the rural areas, but there are other things that you also do from your end. Share with us a bit of the mandate of GIFEC, then we can delve into the things that you've been able to achieve so far and what you are doing from your end.
Very well. I mean, the Ghana Investment Fund for this thing, electronic communications, called GIFEC. In fact, let me even take this opportunity to announce that we are bringing a new, a new bill is coming out. I mean, even from here, I'm just going to meet. We are having a meeting at the ministry to be chaired by the minister himself with our lawyers. I mean, to do a final touch-up to the bill, get to cabinet and then to Parliament for us to change the name and change this thing, and that will widen our scope of mandate. You know, GIFEC initially was just it's an investment fund which was meant to bring access, basic rural telephony, and then ICT, basic learning of ICT in the rural communities. In fact, it's divided into two parts. That is the underserved and unserved communities. That is what if you look at the Electronic Communication Act 775, Section 35 thereabout, that's where GIFEC is mentioned. And it's talking about underserved and unserved communities. These are the two communities that we go into. So when we talk of the underserved, there are certain communities you go. Part of it, you have networks. And some parts, you don't.
Terrible.
Accra, we do have some areas like that. You get to those areas, your network is virtually.
You go to Ablikumama, Saman area, Shalaja.
So those areas, we describe them as underserved community. It means they are not properly served when it comes to networking and all that. And there are some communities completely out, unserved. That's
so
the one you
underserved and
they're underserved and then unserved. The unserved, they are, as soon as you get to the whole community or town, no network. Your gadgets you are holding here become toys, your phones, and that's where you have these criminals misbehaving around those areas. You know, these armed robbers, they also think fast. They look at areas where there are no network, they go and block those sites so that you cannot call to tell that you have been blocked. So these are the challenges that the 775 Act Section 5 were trying to resolve. But we realize that it is not only access, giving them network, but we have moved past that. Now we are in digital economy. And so how are we going to use the network to help the rural economy? and other things. So that's why we are bringing in a new name to try to change it to
which you say is the Digital Economy and Innovation
Development Fund. Beautiful. Okay. So that is what we are trying to do, so that we try to innovate and digitize the economy, the rural communities there. So when we came in, yes, we had challenge with the rural networks, which we are using the roaming technology. And that's why we don't have our own spectrum. So we cannot run our own telecommunication like MTN and then Telecel and AT. So what we do is that we are using the roaming technology. Where we provide our own cell sites, get the radio equipments on them and all that, and backhaul to the existing network that we have. We get donor sites, for instance, MTN or AT or Telecel, and then we distribute the network to the communities. And then so the communities can also make calls. But if you look at the equipment that we are using currently, brought by Huawei, is run on the 2G, 3G, 2G for the voice and then the 3G for data and all that. But you see that currently we've moved past that. We are now in 5G. A lot of people have moved past that. But because they are there, so what we are trying to do, we want to roll out the existing one, which is about 2016 communities. That's what we inherited. The former administration signed that contract because of their haircuts thing they did, another thing. The China Exim Bank refused to release all the money to them. So they couldn't do much, only about 950 or so they were able to do. So when we came in, we inherited that His Excellency, the President John Dramani Mahama, and our Minister, Honorable Sam George, doing a fantastic job there, made sure that government released money through Parliament just last year for us to continue the project. You know, he's a former communication minister, so he knows the importance of communication in an economy and all that. So he said, no, we cannot be enjoying in the urban areas, and our rural folks are suffering. They don't have this network. People are now streaming social medias and all that. They cannot have that.
They can't be content creators.
Yes, they cannot be content creators. So we have to do something about it. So they raised money last year for us to do that. So last year, Luz, we were able to network about 300 communities.
Right.
300 yes,
so
last year.
With that 300 communities that you were able to network, would you say you used donor sites?
Yes, yes.
Or you actually got the network providers to go and station there?
We used donor sites. We provided our own cell sites.
Yeah.
And then make sure that we get donor sites, integrate it with a donor site, and then those communities started getting network.
How effective is it compared to if you let the network providers actually go there instead of using them as donor sites?
Well,
or is it expensive?
They are profit-oriented organizations. And so they look at the community and say that, how many people are in this community? Why are we going to do this huge investment there? So they're not going to go there.
I get it.
But we, as a government, we can also say, no, we're not going to do that. It's one of our social responsibility to make sure that those communities are also, because these are small communities, they are not big communities. And no network will want to go and put up a huge mast and with all these facilities and will not be getting a lot of returns. And so government will take it upon itself, and that's why GFEC is there to close up those gaps in the rural areas.
Well, how effective has it been?
Oh yes, it's been working. It's been working. The only challenge is that as soon as you provide this network and all that, now they are very much interested in data. They want to use data, but 3G, is very slow.
Because they've experienced
they want to also go social media and all that, but it's quite a difficult thing. So we're trying to upgrade. And then, so currently what we are doing, I want to roll out the existing 2016 sites, the cell sites that we are doing, of which, thankfully enough, this year we're rolling out the last lap, which is the 460. Some of the communities have received the equipments already. The contractors are installing them. Some are 90% complete. Some they have even finished, and we have integrated, just waiting for this to go active. And then the rest are ongoing. This weekend, I'll be touring some of the communities to be sure that these pools that we have sent to those communities, they are erected and all that, and we'll put the active equipment on them and make sure they'll backhaul, and then they'll have their network.
Right.
Then the next thing that we're going to do is to make sure that we upgrade them at least to 4G. And then in that case, it makes it easier for the communities to do a lot of work using the rural telephony site. Yes, that is the challenge. And some too, we've realized that they were installed all right, but you see, before you do an installation, you have to do what we call taking the coordinates. Because you need to go to the community to make sure that you can get a donor site, okay, before you can put up your mast. These are towers that with the micro towers that we put out there. Now, if you don't take the coordinates, do simulation to be sure that we can get a donor site around the area, then you just put it out there in the community. It's not going to work.
It's going to be a waste.
And so we have about almost 150 of such, which was done in 2024. I mean,
and they're just hanging there.
They're just hanging there. This is giving us hell of trouble because they were done politically. I mean, when you get to political
So what
period,
can be done about those ones that are just there? For us not to say waste money, is there a way to uproot it and then use it somewhere else instead of buying new ones for another location?
Well, we have a way out of it, but such ones a bit costly. We use satellites to backhaul on such areas. They are also hard to reach areas where you might not get donor sites, especially those hilly and valley areas, mountainous areas. And so those ones we use satellites. And that's why I met the Elon Musk group, SpaceX. Yes, they have a very powerful satellites and all that. Try to have that understanding with them.
Are they willing to work with
Yes,
Ghana?
they are willing because they are operating. You know, they have this, they are Starlink operating in Ghana. Well, initially they wanted to go in direct to device service. We are still in talk with them and we said, no, you see the kind of system we are operating in Ghana, if we allow direct to device, you can imagine the kind of disruption it will give. But they're still talking and saying, oh, we want you to see if you can only give us the rural areas where you have difficulties, then we can do that. But I know what technology can do. So we are still trying to fine-tune that one. But we are using the satellite. We have a provider who is also doing fantastic. And then using a satellite, we are using the LEO technology, that is the low orbit F orbit. That is what we are trying to use to backhaul to most of the sites that do not have donor sites. And so that's the challenge we are having. So you have a lot of, I wouldn't be surprised when you open up, some people will say, we have this, your cell site there, but it's not operating.
It's not working.
It's not working. It's because of that. Because they were just put out there. They didn't take the coordinates, they didn't do simulation to be sure that where we are planting the thing,
it's going
to get a donor site to backhaul and then allow it to work. So these are the changes. Some they have put it out there. MTN has decided to move in closer to our area. So you are going to have some disruption a bit. You know, because as the community expands, MTN
is now interested.
interested. That is why you were asking initially, saying they want to roll out with the minister and NC. They've agreed. AT, Telecel, and MTN, they are rolling out a lot of new sites now, and they are going to affect our where we are operating because the expansion and then in the community. So what we are trying to do is that we'll decommission ours in their areas, and then send them to needy areas.
Okay, so you now send them. It's not as if you will leave them.
No, we'll decommission.
Okay, all right. But now, talking about communities and regions, which communities and regions are most affected with this issue of network? I mean, we've reported about so many of them, but which ones do you see when you go out there to do your work?
Well, if you look at the communities, a lot of them with those challenges come from Western North. We have a lot of problems in the Western North. Don't forget, it's more mountainous and then hilly area, a lot of densely forest area. So a lot of the communities, they have network challenge. And then there are the northern regions, 5 northern regions, a lot of the communities, Volta, we have the same challenges over the Volta. Yes, a lot. But thankfully enough, as we speak now, a lot is going on there in the region. We've sent a lot of the sites to the region. They are so happy. And then last year I had a lot of visitation from the region. I mean, because of the challenges. And you know, the borderlines. A lot of the criminal activities ongoing on there because of network challenges and all that. So even the Boundary Commission, Chief Executive himself met me, we discussed it, and then we are doing something about it to make sure that we open up those areas. So most of them are from the 5 northern and then the western north aspect. There are a lot of challenges. So we are doing something about it to try to open it up. Government is committed. I mean, this year is making funds available again to make sure that we speed up the process and get the communities connected so that by the end of the year, we should be able to finish up all these 2016 sites, and then we'll think of how to now upgrade the sites. Now that MTN is moving to some of the communities that we are operating, we will continue the decommission. Yesterday I had a meeting with some of our vendors, and then we discussed some of the areas that we think we should decommission. Now that MTN, I'll use the word invaders, in our areas that we are operating, that's good for us. I mean, the people are happy now because they've been operating our cell site and all that for some time now. And now that MTN is coming in, Telecel and other people, we'll decommission those. And so when they see us coming to pick our cell site, they shouldn't worry. They shouldn't worry that way. It's just that they are going to have a bigger, our big brothers coming in.
Again, when you visit these raw areas, what are the main challenges you face with the cell sites? Thefts or people trying to tamper with it, or you don't have these issues at all?
A lot of them.
So just like they touch the street lights?
Yes,
they also...
a lot of them. They steal our batteries.
What's with the batteries?
You know, they are lithium batteries.
Oh.
Yes, very powerful batteries that we put in there, because some of them, you know, some of them we use solar. We use solar to power our site. We have the two types, the solar powered cell site and then the grid, the one we use the electricity. Now, this solar power site, we use batteries and the panels. Just yesterday, a friend of mine went to one community, I think in Daboyan, was coming, and he saw that our satellite, the panels over there, were removed. A lot of them were removed, and it was attributed to Win. I said, no, it's not Win. I said, they've stolen, because when you send the pictures and I look at it, clearly you could see that that was theft. Somebody might have gone there to just remove some 2-3 panels. I don't know what they're going to do with it, and then they'll pick up the batteries. So these are the difficulties we have on our side, and we've been appealing to the community. It's for you. If you allow somebody to take it, the network will go off, and then you are cut off. So a lot of them come and say, "Oh, this thing is not operating, it's not working for some time now." Then you go there, you realize either they've
someone
picked up,
someone has
taken the batteries, or it's tampered with the cables, or cut off some of the wires even there. See how wicked some people can be. How much are you going to make from this? And then the whole community is suffering. So we had that challenge, and then initially wanted to put some power and put power in there, but we're thinking that, you know, these are communities. Somebody can't inadvertently just move around there. Literally execute somebody and all that. So we are appealing to the chiefs and the opinion leaders, take it as their property. And so now if you look at the new ones we are doing, we just hand it over to the communities. They give it the land and all this kind of thing. So it's like they are owning it now. And then and even they are helping the engineers and the contractors to put up their masts and all that. That tells us that they will protect it very well. That's one of the major challenges. We are pilfering our sites and all this kind of thing. It's ongoing. There are just negative people like that in community. For them, they are just completely negative. I don't know why they do those kind of things. So these are some of the challenges we face on our sites.
How much is it? I don't know if you can give us a figure to put up a cell site.
Very costly. Very, very costly.
And how many have you put it up yet?
Very, very costly. A cell site, you will need not less than 500,000 Ghana cedis.
For one?
For one cell site.
500,000?
Yes.
And how many have you put up?
We are dealing with about 2016. Currently, we're rolling out the last lap, which is the 460.
A lot of money.
A lot of money. Government is spending a lot of money in that aspect. So it's not a small thing. If you look at the radio equipment alone, I mean, it's not easy. You go and ask for the prices of the radio equipment and the BBUs that we put in there, the antennas and all that we used to do the backhaul and distributing the network in there. Very costly.
Oh.
Yes, so all these things, they are not, you can't get it in Ghana. Huawei company, they are providing it. So even if you need a spare parts, you still have to go back to Huawei.
Sure.
About 3 days ago, I met them in our office. We need some of the spare parts because as they're working, you need to replace them. And we had to order from them to bring it. We're going to spend a lot of money there.
Let me ask you this question. Is network connectivity in the rural areas going to get better?
Oh, yes. It's going to get better anytime soon because of what we are doing currently, because we are keeping eye on it. And now we have opened up regional offices of GFEC. We used not to have that. So currently we have staff in the regions. And one of their major tasks is to keep eye on the rural telephony in their regions. And then so we have real-time information as to the performance of our cell sites in the regions. And now that we are operating these 1 million coders, it has given an opportunity to recruit district coordinators of GFEC. And so who are currently manning our CICs, the Community Information Centers, where we are doing the 1 million coders. And as one of their rules, we've added the network connectivity in their district. And then so very soon we are going to have this orientation on them and give them the numbers so that they will be as vanguard in the district. To know that in my district, I have about 10 rural telephony sites. And then so that they will be able to be given a real-time information as the performance of it. And so we've decentralized our operation down to the district as of now. And that will give it. Initially, it used not to be like that. Everything was being centered in Accra. And then so a cell site could go down for about 3-4 months and nobody even knows. And sometimes because of the interface between Huawei and then the vendor who is giving us the managed service, it's also given us a hell of a problem. We are trying to streamline that so that we can have a proper managed service of the cell sites. And so I can assure you and the people in our operational area that it's going to get better.
If you say rural areas, what is the definition from your side as a rural area? Do you have rural areas in the Greater Accra region as well?
Yes, we have. We have some cell sites in the Greater Accra.
Where?
Yes, around Dodoa. You go to Dodoa and Adan areas. These are rural Accra. I mean, and don't forget, I describe them in two folds. Underserved and unserved. So all communities that are unserved, they fall under this. And those underserved, we also take them on board. So that is how we look at it. And then so we describe those areas are our operational areas. But when you come to the urban areas, you might have areas which are unsafe, but we might not go in there because that one become an operational issue of the provider in that area. They must expand and do something about their
So how do you assess a place like I mentioned, Amasaman, or when you go to a place like Ashalaja? Will you, I don't know how your assessment has gone so far. Will you say that one at the telcos would have to take charge, or that one also comes under you?
No, it won't come under it because NCA will now have been looking at that one. They are a bigger brother. And so they take note of that and think that maybe the MTN or Telcel who are operating around that area must do something about it. Do better and expand or make sure that they do something with their network so that the people can continue to enjoy their services. So those areas we hardly will not want to venture into those areas. We rather want to concentrate on in the rural folks and give them these services. It's the same thing. I mean, we should look at it. I have situation where urban schools will be writing to us for support. ICT equipment, it's part of our mandate to tool government agencies who are underserved too. We have government agencies who are underserved. You see them, they have difficulties in terms of using ICT to run their services. We come in to support them. Ghana School Feeding, we supported them. We supported the Ghana Armed Forces, police, in this thing. We supported them, a lot of equipment. And then so these things are there. So when you have urban schools coming, we tell them, no. We beg you, let's allow that to go to our rural areas. Some of them, they've never seen laptops for the number of years.
Which places have you visited so far? You've seen that these students have not seen, because we see stories like that here.
Yeah.
But from your end, which places have you visited?
A lot. Last year, we did training in Volta region.
Okay.
3,000 girls in Volta region. And I can assure you, it was so interesting. The young girls we brought from the primary and secondary JSS and come them to give them this training, basic training in ICT and all that. Some of them, that was their first time seeing laptop. They've never even seen it. That's the first time they've heard of it is blackboard, with a chalk being drawn and using some stones to tell them this is how the mouse look like and all this kind of stuff. But for the first time, they were now seeing the experiencing it, and it was marvel to see how they were operating and all this kind of thing. That tells you that when you give the young people opportunity, they excel. I mean, I've been a teacher for the past 20 years in classroom, and I can tell you, experience is based on practicality. Don't the person sees a thing practical.
It helps.
It helps. It fits into the system very well. And so we sent in a lot of laptops. 100 of them were given each a laptop to go home. The young girls who were abroad, who excelled after the training, and then 10 of their schools were given computer labs in a distance. So we flooded the region with a lot of these tools to help open up the space in ICT. The same thing that we did in Upper West region last year. We did the same, similar thing, 1,000 of them, and you will see practically that they need these tools.
Right, but how do you identify which communities actually need these tools, especially when it comes to ICT and the issue of the network connectivity? So how do you identify it? Do people call you, or maybe you watch it from Breakfast Daily?
Or you go and assess it yourself?
Or you go and ask yourself?
Or you have men on the grounds assessing?
Well, that's what I'm saying. We collaborate with the traditional authorities and our MPs. As well, you know, these are key stakeholders in the communities and all that, and so we collaborate with them, and then they come out with this kind of requests, and then we go in to assess the area very well. That's why the first thing is to go and assess the place, take the coordinates, and then so we don't just wait for you to send your request. We will also go in ourselves, and then to find out whether what the person is asking does it fall within our... Sometimes people come and tell us they need this network. You go there and to be like what you were talking about, Master Martin. You have the MTN Polo right there. It's just that it has not reached his suburb and all that. And think that you should come and put on. I say, no, we don't do that. What we'll do is we'll talk to MTN through NCE to try to expand and fix those areas so that you can have it. We are just interested in areas where they have this huge challenge there. You don't have anything there. Then we think that we can get a donor side and all that. If it become a challenge, then we try to use the satellite. Of course, that is quite costly, but we can also leave the people out there to be suffering. So this is a kind of collaboration we go into traditional authorities, the MPs, as well as our district chief executives, to make sure that we roll out this thing to them. When it comes to the girls in ICT, through the ministry, we collaborate well with GS, Ghana Education Service. You know, they operate in every part of the country, and then to make sure that they bring us the young girls from the rural communities where there are serious challenges when it comes to ICT penetration and all that. And then we come them for 2 weeks, give them proper training on this thing. We have training of trainees. Their teachers are also trained. And then after that, then we give them all these tools to go in there. The same thing that we do for the secondary schools. Last year, we did what we call thin client computers. 30 of the secondary schools in the rural areas benefited from it, provided all these things for them, set up the thing, and taught the teachers in those schools how to operate the thin client computers in the areas. And this year, too, we are going to do another rollout on such things. So we are doing a lot in terms of our operational area just to open up frontiers of ICT and digitalization in the communities. So when you talk of digitalization, this is the time for proper digitalization, not the one people are talking on TV and then you go out and close down our office.
You must always go there.
If you are watching us on Breakfast Daily, you are talking to Tanko Computer, who is the Chief Executive Officer and the Administrator of GIFEC. Let's hear from you. issues you have in your community,
We
rural
actually
areas,
have
and you have a message coming through.
Yeah, GIFEC is doing well, but in my community in Botoku, where it rains when it rains, the network goes off, and it takes them 6 months to 1 year to come and fix it. Whenever there is a funeral and visitors come in the community, no one can access the network again. This is by the Paramount Chief of Botoku. Dogbega say
yes, he's right. He's right. Perfectly right. This one has it came to my attention.
Oh, it's gotten to your attention.
Yes, this Botoku matter. Yes,
which region is it?
It's Volta region. Yes,
Botoku.
See,
I'm actually very surprised that the Volta
they have a lot of challenges.
This
it's true.
network problem. This is my first time actually hearing that they have network issues.
Yes. What Tobe says is perfectly right. That site, we operated using satellite. So that is a challenge.
So when it rains.
The whole of last year, we had problem with the satellite provider which were operating our satellite sites. We in fact, we virtually canceled the contract with them.
That's what. So is that why you're going to Elon Musk?
That's what we're trying to do. But finally, we got another provider, KNET, one of fantastic operators in the space, ICT space, and they've taken it on board. They even went and connected it. I think it came live just recently. And because of some tender and other thing, it went off. So currently, they are doing something about it. I told you we are bringing a new technology on that one. In fact, we're using the geo technology to run it, and that was a bigger problem. So we shut it off. We said we don't want. We have our own satellite hub, so we're not operating that one now. So we've gotten KNET. They are using the LEO technology, which is the low Earth orbit one, which can give them better services. So I can assure Tuwe that. This is something that is on the ball, and in fact, they test run it. It worked. I mean, for some few days, and then because of some thunderstorms and other thing, it went on. You know, satellites. When you're operating satellites, it's just like your DSTV. Yeah. When there's thunderstorm and all that, you see that it goes off. Yeah. It comes and so that's the challenge there. But I can assure Toby and the people of Botoku that very soon it will be thing of the past.
Let's get into this. More than 12,000 learners complete the course under the 1 million coders program. How's it going?
Oh, it's fantastic. It's fantastic. I mean, this is an exciting time to be a Ghanaian, especially the youth. We thought it was targeting the youth, but the elderly are getting involved. I mean, they are rather one-to-one community with the minister on our tour, Honorable Sam George. It was marvelous seeing a mother and a daughter both enrolled in the 1 million coders program. Yes. I think the mother was doing digital marketing or something like that, and the daughter was deciding, that was so beautiful. Marketing. Yes, I mean, so it's an exciting time. It's going on. I mean, currently we are rolling out about 147 centers across the country. Our expectation that by the close of the year we should be able to roll out about 200 centers. Oh wow! Yes, I mean we have I told you our CIC, Community Information Centers. That's the digital transformation centers where we are doing these 1 million coders. Government through the ministry has provided laptops, about 20,000 as we speak now, spread the laptops across the country. All the centers, each has about 50 laptops operating network. I mean, this internet, we've provided data for the centers. We have the RICs, that's the Regional Innovation Centers, that contains about 100 of the laptops there. And now, most of them, they are online. We are running them online. They are online programs that we are running. And then the Kofi Annan ICT Center, they are providing faculty for this, and they are doing fantastic, right? You know, in that aspect. And then so it's going on, as we speak now, it's going on. About 12,000 plus people have already completed their course. Right. And they are going to be given international certificate. That certificate can carry you anywhere you go with it. You are employable. This is what government is doing, free of charge. They haven't paid. Nobody has paid anything. Right. So,
at what point did you realize that it's actually very important to get this initiative on? What did you see? What gaps what are some of the gaps that the government saw that they said, you know what, let's jump onto this 1 million coders initiative?
Yes, we've been running our current educational system for well over 100 of years back. and it's fading out.
Yeah.
The kind of thing that we are doing, if we don't add digitalization, digital skills into our education, you finish with all the degrees, nobody will employ you.
Exactly.
So government saw this. I told you, if you have a president who is communication inclined, background in communication, who understands that the world is changing fast, he uses the only president who can read on teleprompter. Not others will go and put screens there and they can't even read through it. He understands this. I mean, so if you have a president like that, he knows what he's doing.
Why must you go there every night?
But it's a fact. It's not a fact. Even people are doing it. It's not a fact. I'm the one to say. Even in London, he was using teleprompter. He's the only president in Ghana since '92 who uses teleprompter. Sometimes he uses his iPad and all that. Which president or which candidate have you ever seen that? People tried. They were using big screen in front of them. They couldn't even read. And so what I'm talking about. So he understood the importance of digital education and all that. I think that, look, we are bringing out people from the universities, from the polytechnics and all that. If we don't add these digital skills to them, they cannot employ them. They are finding it difficult. Even some of them from the university to set up his own business is a problem. But with these digital skills and other things, it will help them. Some of them will set up their own. Others, you have agencies and other departments who are needing such skills. They don't have them. Look, this e-governance issue that we have been talking day in, day out is because of we don't have skilled people who can handle such things in our assemblies and all that. You go to a whole assembly, you don't even have one skilled digital person who will handle their digital issues and all those kind of things. And so government is doing this to help the youth. And think that, look, cybersecurity, digital this thing, data analytics and all that, these coders programs and all that. If you are going to do it in our traditional universities or private universities, do you know the amount of money you pay for a course in cyber? It's very costly. You spend not less than 30,000 plus to run such a course. But government is saying, come, just go and roll it. Just yet, the only thing you need is Ghana card. Go and take your Ghana card. Go and apply over there. And then we'll provide you laptops, I'll provide you all this, and its faculty is there to run you through all these things, and you get the certificate.
Well, I want you to react to this one quickly. I don't know if you would want to. There is this issue that came from the Imparisu MP, who is flagging some potential corruption in 140 million laptop procurement for the 1 million coders thing. So I'm reading this story. If you would want to react, that's fine. The Member of Parliament on the Information and Communications Committee, Davis Opoku Ansah, has raised concerns over the government's plans to procure more than 2,000 laptops at a unit cost of 14,000 Ghana cedis under the 1 million coders program, describing it as an overpriced purchase and a potential avenue for corruption. I'm sure, have you seen this story?
This is completely bogus. Completely bogus and based. I told you how they are. These are the 38.2% people. That's how they every day they just go and hold press conference, be talking rubbish. It don't even make sense. Ignore it.
But isn't this an avenue to breed corruption?
What corruption are you talking about? When you talk of laptop, laptop. Do you know
but the laptops you are given, is it?
When you just mention laptop, that's where I see. That's why we are giving this free digital training. Some of them should go and avail themselves there. You understand what we are talking. When you mention laptop, there are specs.
Okay.
The specs will determine the cost. The specs of a laptop will determine the cost. It's not the name laptop. But there are laptops you can even go and buy 50 Ghana cedis. I don't know laptop I say you can even buy even 100 Ghana cedis, you get laptop. There are laptops you go and buy it.
What are the specs of this laptop?
You can buy a laptop. I bought my own, the one I use. I bought it even in Dubai. Do you know how much I bought it?
How much was it?
30,000 Ghana cedis.
30,000 Ghana cedis.
Because the specs I was looking and what I want to use it for. Do you get that? Those specs, when I look at all that, the RAMs and all this kind of thing, added together, it cost me that much.
But what are the specs you are using for the 1 million coders?
Look at the thing. You are streaming something live. You are streaming. Somebody is running the course from you. It's not like you are sitting here and a teacher is talking to you and you are typing. You are going live. Do you get that? You think you go and get a Popormaja laptops and you can do that kind of that. That's what I'm saying. You see these people, they just make news. And then when we talk, they say, okay, well, the thing is he an auditor? I don't know whether it's an auditor.
But he's a member on the Information and Communications Committee.
So then you told that you don't know where to ask the question.
Right.
So I'm saying that these things are there.
But the specs of laptops.
The specs are there, and they have fun. Go there. When they were saying it couldn't work, go and see it. The people are so happy.
No, but usually the specs of laptop that cost this amount that we are talking about is either for very heavy duty work.
Yes.
Like say coding, for animation.
Okay.
And a lot of things they have seen it for.
Is that what they are learning?
That is what they are learning currently. That's what they are using it for.
Anyway,
that's what I'm saying. That mostly, I always tell people that, look, when you are mentioning costs, be mindful of what you are talking about. Have you gone to check the specs of the laptop and what they use it for? These are customized laptops. As soon as you boot it, you will see the 1 million code, the banner, and all this kind of stuff. These are custom. It also add up to the build-up.
The cost.
Okay.
The cost. Do you get that? So it's not just that I go and buy a laptop and say, I've been buying a laptop. The laptop you buy, look, you can buy a laptop. And I also go and buy the same laptop. But if I customize mine, my price will be more than you.
Yeah.
Is that not true?
Because his argument is that in an overpriced, a simple chip tool will indicate that the high-end computer suitable for the coding should not cost more than 10,000 Ghana cedis.
It should not what?
Cost more than 10,000 Ghana.
So you see what I was talking about?
No. But you're buying it for 14.
No, I'm asking you. I'm giving an example.
But he just gave an example.
If you go and buy a laptop, HP, and I also go and buy the same HP, maybe a i7, you too, i7. Then I ask, I want my i7 to be customized.
Yes. So it's like rebuilding.
And then put in certain features, additional features to my i7. Are you getting it? It shouldn't be the same thing like your i7 you are holding. The fact that you've gone to a store and buy your i7, do you know the type of i7 I'm using?
Okay, so you have defended why the government
so you see, that price. And I'm saying it's the same thing. Look, when you go and buy a phone, you can add memory chip. Is that not it? When you are buying memory chip, did they give you free? No. What do they give it to you free?
You have to add it.
You have to add it to it. So if I buy this phone, like say 2,000 Ghana cedis, it's going to buy memory chip, maybe 200 Ghana cedis and add it. What would be the price build-up?
2,200.
200. And then you go and buy 2,000. And then tell me that I bought my phone 2,000. And why are you saying that yours is 2,200? You see, that's why we say you don't understand these things. Because I have added additional things to my phone. So that is why my phone has what? The price has increased. You are just holding the empty one.
Okay.
Do you get that? So if you mention laptops,
but what brands are we using? Look at
it. They are HP. Some of them are Dell. Some are HP. There are variations, and then they are all there. You go there to the centers and you see. You see, so when I heard all this, I was just looking at these people. I said, but what is it? Is it that because this government has run for over 1.6 years now, no scandal, nothing has happened. We have never seen that type. I've been around since 1992. We have never seen a government like this. His Excellency John Dramani, 1 year, 6 months, no scandal in this government.
Anyway, we have some questions.
And then they are just fishing it out.
Yeah, we have some questions. Moving on. Good morning. Please, can you ask your guest how come they don't have intruder detection systems at their cell sites? I can help. Cheers. His name is Kweku Foster.
Yes, we do have. Okay. We do have. We have a provider that is helping us in that aspect. Okay. And they are doing something faster. But he's welcome. I mean, why not? I mean, technology is not one person. It's not in one person's head. Yeah. He might have a better one that we might need. So he's welcome. Why not? I mean, we are open to assistance.
So maybe later on we can give you his WhatsApp number.
Oh, why not? I mean, we are open to assistance. We just want the betterment of our people in the rural areas.
All right.
So if you have superior services, why not?
All right. So I'm Kwe Mensah. In my area at Amanfro in Adenta municipality, there is no connectivity for both Telcel and Telecel and MTN.
So these are our big brothers.
Yeah, this is not your job. This is
these are our big brothers. They will handle that one for them. Yes.
Okay, this one says that, please, good morning. I'm Senyo. I'm ask him when will he be coming to Prestia Huni Valley, especially before Risu.
Yes, yes, I know those areas. Yes, they have a very big problem in terms of network. I know
Why?
this Prestia. Because these are forests, mountainous areas, and all that. The one I was talking about.
Okay.
So most of them we're trying to use the satellite to help them in those areas. I'll be visiting there very soon in those areas. I remember during the campaign time, I was in those communities. So I have a lot of experience in those areas. Prestia, Huni Valley and all that. There were areas I went and operated very well. So they have challenges with the network.
Okay,
We're going to come and help them in those areas.
Okay, so as we wrap up,
Yes.
by the end of this year or by the end of your tenure, 4 years, what should we expect from DFEC?
Oh no, I mean we are trying to make sure that we bridge the digital divide between the rural and the urban areas, and make sure that we digitize their economy. That is what we are looking at, and that is why we are pushing this idea of making sure that we transform GFEC to DDEF. I mean to make sure that it's not only access, but we innovate their economy, develop the digital space in the rural areas, so that they also enjoy what we in the urban areas we are enjoying. I mean, they are all Ghanaians. We are all Ghanaians, and then they shouldn't be left out. So that's one of my targets. I mean, my objective that I'm pursuing, and I know His Excellency the President is very much committed in that spirit, and is giving us the support. And we have our minister, who is also on top of his job, is focusing on that and giving us all the push to make sure that we deliver the rural telephony. And I have to take this opportunity to thank my staff. They are doing fantastic. I mean, the GFEC staff, they are doing so well. I mean, day in, day out, they hardly sleep. I always wake them up, I mean, and equip them online to make sure that we deliver. We make sure that the communities get the services.
So your staff, they are mostly out of Accra?
We have the regions, all the 16 regions, we are there.
Okay.
And then the operational teams are always on wheels. Wow. We're always moving. As this evening, now I'm taking off again. I'm off to about 2 regions that I'm going around to inspect the progress of work of the rural telephony and then the 1 million coders. Next week with the minister, we are visiting some of the regions. We did some visitation in Greater Accra. I mean, some of your colleagues were there to allay the fears of the naysayers who were thinking that the 1 million coders were not operating. They saw it themselves live. They were so happy. I mean, that's why they're now going back to this kind of stuff story of talking of
Mr. Computer, there's a last comment. Good morning. The networks in Avetime area is so terrible, especially Vodafone and Airtel Tigo. Also around Echi Amanfrom in Eastern region. Good morning to Mr. Computer. This is from Samuel.
It will be well. We are keeping eye on it. We are keeping eye on it. There are a lot of challenges. After that one there, with the 2016, it's just a drop.
Yeah.
And so that's why if you look at our new bill that we are setting, we are proposing a 2%. I mean, currently we are operating 1%. The telecos are giving us 1% of their revenue to run all these things. And then so if we are able to sail it through in Parliament and we get to the 2%, we would have gotten a lot of resources and we can expand more. Currently, it's just resources. Government is doing fantastic. Last year, 70 million was released, and that's what ginger us up to make sure that these new ones you are seeing going up, we have to thank His Excellency the President, John Dramani Mahama. Otherwise, without him, all these things wouldn't have come up. And then this year is also committing another one, just to make sure that our rural folks get the network working, and then we can provide this digital space for them to digitize their economy, and then they also join us in the urban areas.
Thank you so much for your time. And before I go, if I don't ask this, people will come after me. Your party, NDC,
yes.
General Secretary says that 6 months to the internal elections, you should resign. How is it looking like? Are people resigning yet?
Well, we should say General Secretary. It was a decision of the National Executive Committee. He is just communicating.
Through the General Secretary.
That is it. So that is better. So, yes, people who are interested, who want to join the national executives and other things. Some I've heard some have tendered in their resignation. maybe others are in the pipeline. They want to. This is a decision of National Executive Committee, and then people are complying. Those who want to contest, why not?
Your position is an appointment, so
we are appointed. We are doing the elections. We will make sure that we are targeting 2028. At least we bring some people back to 30. From 38, they should be able to get back to 30, so that Ghana will continue to be stabilized. Wow. We need to stabilize this country.
So you are bringing them to 30%.
Oh no, I mean that is our focus.
You are taking off the 8.2.
Oh no, that is what is making them.
But there's an argument that is 41.
Which 41? Oh, we did the collation. Well, our resource, we came with our resource. Ask them, where's their resource?
Anyway.
That's the question, right? That's this thing. We know the resource. For that one there is there. So we are focused on that. The government is delivering. It's doing fantastic. The party front is doing fantastic. Everything is going smooth. By December, we would have elected a new national executives, and then we take it on from that side.
But like you said, everything is going smooth. So what are some of the things the party is doing? Since you are the deputy ICT and elections director of the party, what are some of the things you are doing to ensure that everything moves on smoothly, so that we have the branch, the constituency, the regional, national, and executive elections?
We have, in fact, issued directives. The General Secretary issued directives as to how to go about these processes. Currently, we have a level playing field for the organization of the branch elections. Level playing field. We went through the digital space for people to be nominated and all that. Currently, we are just about doing the elections.
Which is the branch?
The branch.
Okay. When?
And then we're starting anytime soon. I mean, the whole of this month, preparations are ongoing. For the branch elections to start. As soon as we are done with that one, then we go into the constituency election. NDC is noted for, because the way we organize the election directorate from opposition, that's why you are not seeing any difficulties in the way we do it. Omani Boama was fantastic. May he so rest in perfect peace. He was so fantastic. He helped us a lot as the director of elections. He helped in shaping our electoral fortunes and the directorate. And then so when he exited and my brother took over and we are helping him, we are following through the same process. And that is why you hardly hear any problem about the way we organize the branches and other things.
Anyway,
so we are keeping eye on it, and we are making sure that it will be level playing field for whoever want to contest. We will not allow anybody to disturb the process or to put his hand and try to maneuver. No, it will go smoothly. The executives, the 99 executives will be elected, and then we will put up a very good album, okay? A register, we will call them register. Then because
the NPP calls it album.
No, the 38 people here, we can still give them to them. You see, they are hacking each other over their album. Okay, you are in opposition, they are fighting over the album. They are removing people, people are resigning. Some chairman resigned and came back. I don't know what's happening. That's how they are. We won't have that. We will make sure that it's smooth, and then the right officers will be elected. So we'll move on.
So final message to the aspirants or people who want to contest the various positions as the Deputy ICT and Elections Director. What will be your message to you?
Well, I wish them well. I mean, I can assure them that we have a very independent, minded officers at the Election Directorate. This is not our first time of organizing such things, being in the field and all that. Through our regional directors and district directors, they have all been properly oriented as to how to go about it. And so people should not be having different eye with the directors of elections. In fact, we have issued stern warning to them. Nobody should do any manipulative process. Allow the process to flow. And then the officers so elected will allow them to take over. I can assure them that we are going to have a free, fair with the the current national executive that we are having. They won't even allow it.
Thank you so much.
They won't allow anybody to manipulate anything there. So I can assure them that it will be very smooth.
Thank you so much, Sofo Tanko Rashid Computer, who is the Administrator and Chief Executive Officer of GIFEC, and he also wears a different hat, which is the Deputy Director, ICT, and also elections for the ruling National Democratic Congress. He keeps saying, for the 38.2 people. I don't know why he wants to take the 8.2 off. But he's spoken extensively about the operations of GIFEC as well, and what the government is actually doing to ensure that the rural areas will get network connectivity, as well as the 1 million coders, girls in ICT, people learning ICT and trying to ensure that the digital space is learned by all in the country. We'll take a quick break here. When we come back, trends will come. We bring in the phone session. How is the flood worrying you in your community? I'm sure that you have messages and all that to share with us here on Breakfast Daily. Stay with us here. We'll be back with more.
Hello, my name is Pamela from Customer Service. Please revalidate your account by texting your Ghana card number to 0500,000 247.
Hey, Abili, wabadim.
Madam, give me the numbers behind your ATM card. I'm calling from the head office.
An email was delivered across to our customers this morning.
Confirm if this is your bank account. 100,100,100.
Thanks for sending your bank card details.
Send the OTP now to avoid cancellation.
EcoBank will never call, email, send an SMS asking for your PIN, OTP, bank card, or Ghana card details.
Don't get played. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Hello, please, I'm calling from Customer Experience Center.
Verna is clean, fresh and safe. I'm holding my Verna bottle. No plastic seal, no worries. Open and hear the sound like click. That sound means it's fresh, no trick. No plastic seal, but it's still pure. Cool and clean, you can be sure. Verna leads the brighter way. What takes my doubt away? If it clicks, it's Verna. If it clicks, it's clean. Sip it, feel the difference. Verna water, pure and green. Click, open, sip. Click, open, sip. Chalet Verna, no stress, just sip. Chalet Verna, no stress, just sip.
This advert is FDA approved.
Every day, we make choices. Some big, some small.
What would you be doing today? I want this or...
Every day, we make choices. And sometimes, choices that shape our hearts.
Hi.
Whether it's a long-term or short-term decision. The Lydia Ranger gives you the power to truly decide. With Lydia, you truly decide.
From Accra to Buenos Aires, from Lagos to London, the world is locking in for the greatest football spectacle on earth, the 2026 FIFA World Cup. But before the first whistle cuts through the noise, there's a deeper rhythm to the game. Every badge carries history, every player brings a story, every number means something. Welcome to World Cup Central, only on Channel One TV.
Hello and welcome to another episode of World Cup Central right on Channel One TV.
Your home of football intelligence with African energy and global perspective. We're taking you beyond the highlights, from powerful eye-opening stats to sharp breakdowns of every qualified nation to insights that change how you see the beautiful game.
Their first appearance was in 1930, and their best finish at the World Cup was third place in 1930. That was a long time ago.
Every exclusively on Channel One TV.
I'm high and I'm
June is for business here at City FM and Channel One TV. This June, the ideas get bolder and the future of Ghanaian business takes center stage. Welcome to the City Business Festival 2026. For the entire month of June, 97.3 City FM and Channel One TV bring together the thinkers, builders, innovators, and dreamers shaping the future of enterprise in Ghana. From powerful business fora that spark meaningful conversations to insightful on-air discussions with industry leaders and change makers, to stories of resilience, innovation, and ambition from Ghanaian entrepreneurs. This is more than a festival. It is a movement of ideas, strategy, and impact. Whether you're starting small, scaling big, or simply dreaming of your next breakthrough, the City Business Festival is your platform to learn, connect, and grow. Join the on-air series every weekday at 9 a.m. on the City Breakfast Show on 97.3 City FM and at 11 a.m. with a repeat at 6 p.m. on Channel One TV. This June, let's challenge businesses. Let's refine ideas. Let's create impact. Call 0205-973-973 for further details. City Business Festival 2026, driving ideas into impact. The City Business Festival 2026 is powered by 97.3 City FM and Channel One TV in partnership with Absa Bank, and it's proudly sponsored by Absa Bank, MTN, Zondatech Ghana Limited, and Petra Trust.
Next phase of Apioko. She's wearing so many hats. The next hat, we removed the first one. The next hat we're actually going to give her is the fact that she's going to talk about the community legends here on the show. The more reason why she came. So you're welcome once again.
Thank
Apioko.
you. Thank
now
you.
Let's delve into it. Community legends.
The Channel One community legends. Over the last several months, I've come here at different points in time to talk about this. Now, somewhere in late December, towards the end of last year, we put out a call and we said, look, people from across Ghana, when we talk about building community and development, it shouldn't just be about the government, especially in a democratic country. There's a very famous saying that democracy is governance, for the people, by the people, and with the people. A quote from Abraham Lincoln, and he made this, ironically, we're about to play.
Lincoln.
Well, that's his
Lincoln.
name. The 16th president of the United States, Abraham Lincoln. He made this statement at a very famous talk that he gave in Gettysburg. Gettysburg is in Pennsylvania. Yeah. Pennsylvania also is the home of Philadelphia, where Ghana is going to be playing a match very soon in the World Cup, right? Now, several centuries later, this statement still rings true. Yeah. Now, if we are governing with the people and it's by the people, then we can't wait for the government to do everything. And there are certain people who have understood that in Ghana, and they are doing it. So people nominated them. We got several hundreds of entries, and now we have a top 10 cohort, or final 10 cohort. Now, these people are from various backgrounds. Speaking of backgrounds, some of them, yes, work in medicine. We have an immigration officer turned entrepreneur who is also now doing youth development, using different cultural activities to encourage young people to build something for themselves, even though they live in parts of Ghana that may not be seen as developed, right? Helping the elderly in the community. We have teachers who are doing, there's one teacher who is painting her classroom to make sure that it's welcoming and conducive for learning. All sorts of different kinds of things that people are doing. But the bottom line is we wanted to identify people who are here in Ghana with us, who find opportunity to give back to their communities, not because they have $1 million, not because they themselves have figured life out and they are successful in what people would term to be success, but because they've just seen that living for just yourself is not the way to go. Once you have capacity to even give back just a little, you should. And these people are not looking for awards or recognition. nobody is giving them money to do what they do. They are really just dedicating their time and effort to making their corners brighter. I'll tell you something. When we were trying to fashion out the kind of person we're looking for, there's an example that I keep using because it's my favorite example. There's a watch seller I once came across, and she has decided that every morning, I even have goosebumps anytime I think about it. Every morning, you know, the little children who walk on the street, they have big bags that are bigger than them, and we are wondering what's inside. She's decided that she'll pick out 15 of them and give them a hot breakfast. Because in her mind, I have children. I can't provide them with everything. But I'm cooking. I mean, whether I sell the food or not, I've cooked it. So let me support a mother who I don't know, a father who I don't know, to feed their child so that they can go and learn in school and come and give back to the society. You know, raising a responsible citizen. That's the kind of person we're looking for. Some of the things are also bigger. Somebody who decides that, you know what, every day I see children learning under trees. When it rains, lessons stop. I can't take this anymore because I know what education did for me. And if 20, 25, 30 years ago, I was also learning under a tree, why are the next generation of children still learning under trees? So I'm going to use my small money and build maybe a 6 classroom block. There are also those examples. So we're looking for people like this who just find, you know, difficulty around them, things that are wrong and shouldn't be, and then they fix them. And now we have the 10 who we believe, not just us at Channel, but we've also run it by, you know, different people who've been involved in this, who we believe that these people are the shining examples of what Ghanaians should do so that we can all grow together.
So when is it hitting our screens? As in, we seen the conversation or whatever the discussion has been like with these 10.
I'm happy you pointed that out. So it's not just about the campaign, but there's a TV series.
Oh, beautiful.
So we have a 10-part series. As Bernard would say, one video to one man, or one video to one woman, right? 1-to-1. So each of these 10 people has like a mini documentary that introduces you to them and shows you the work that they've been doing. We'll start airing these videos or these episodes next week, Wednesday, exactly a week from today. Yes, the 10th of June.
Oh.
Yes, and these people are from all over Ghana, all over the country. And you'll be very interested to hear the things they're doing. So we'll start airing it Wednesday, 10th June, 7:30 p.m. And so from then on, for the following 10 weeks, every Wednesday at 7:30 p.m., please do make a date and go and meet one of our Channel 1 community legends. We'll have repeats as well. Oh, yes.
And so for instance, you show it on Wednesday, maybe I'm at work, I'm not able to get a chance to watch it.
There are lots of repeats. Wow. And also, do pay attention to our digital channels, so our social media pages across all the different platforms, and channel1newsonline.com as well, because you also get to learn about them through, you know, it's a digital world, so definitely you can meet them there too. But I just think there's something so beautiful about getting home or encouraging your children, because this is very child-friendly content. In fact, we want young people to be inspired.
So they be inspired and learn.
Yes, that this is the kind of human being
I want you to
be. So 7:30 p.m. on a Wednesday, maybe they finish eating dinner, they've bathed, you've powdered their face, just before they go to bed, catch it.
Right. But how was it choosing the top 10?
It was difficult. It was challenging. And I'll tell you why. It's not until you do something like this that you realize that people are working. People are quietly doing things.
Their own thing.
And because of the world that we're in now, where everything is amplified by social, there's a tendency to want to pay attention to what has a lot of likes, what is
trending.
Yes, but people are doing things quietly. And like I said, they're not asking for anything. Many of them haven't even received a peswa before.
From anyone.
From anyone for the investments that they make. It's just them telling themselves, and some of them they haven't registered any NGO. There are those who have, because now they want to go on and scale up the impact. So they want to be able to partner with and get grants and all that. But many of them, no, it's just them say, okay, this is the amount of money I earn, or you have young people, the pocket money I get, or the stipend I have. I'm going to divide it into 1, 2, 3, 4 parts, and I'll use one part every month towards this, giving back to this, you know, this person or this community or this whatever you want to call it. So it was very uplifting, very eye-opening. I mean, you know these things, but sometimes when you encounter the reality, then it's always a veil that's lifted from your eyes. But very fulfilling.
Right.
No, you know, I keep saying, and we say here a lot, our tagline here at Channel One TV is telling your story, empowering change. And all that was going through our minds is, when we're telling these 10 stories, the 10 people who we choose for this cohort, if we tell each of these stories, what kind of change will it empower? What kind of ripple effect will it have? How can we enlarge and scale up the impact that they're already making? And many of them had the capacity to do that just by what they're doing already, and so it's difficult.
Right. Yeah. So the last time you also came to talk about this, you also talked about the youngest among them.
Yes.
How was it choosing her?
Ina, you know, it's funny because, so you know, sometimes when we do these things, I remove myself from the choosing. So the independence, because we also have our biases, right? So the independence body who was going through these things, sifting through them, all that, they have their briefing. Of course, I've seen all these entries and I left it. But I hadn't seen Ina's. And Ina, I had met her before.
Oh.
The first time I met her, I think, was sometime last year at a conference. And this young lady, 13 years old at the time, just walked up to me and came to pitch out of nowhere. And I was standing with a couple of diplomats, confident. And it wasn't until she told us that she was 13 that we actually realized how young she was. So, how are you? Where's your mother? Why are you here? But that's what she does. She's so passionate about sustainability. She's going around rallying through her spoken word, because you know spoken word and poetry has become a thing again amongst young people. So working with her fellow peers, and then using the poetry to talk about why you shouldn't litter, why a sachet shouldn't go into the gutter when you finish drinking the water, why you shouldn't do open defecation, how it affects you, how it affects your health, all of that. And I mean, this young lady is now 14 years old. And she's already managed to get even some funding to desilt some gutters and whatnot. She's reaching, I'm telling you, like her drive is that of somebody far beyond her years. And you see, we're going back to what we were even speaking about earlier. She's using her skill and her passion to drive the change. And that is a typical example of why we should encourage people's passions to grow.
True.
Because when you're passionate about something, inadvertently, it comes back to benefit the individual, the community, the country, and then the globe if we push hard enough.
Beautiful, beautiful. So next week, Wednesday, we should expect it on our screen.
That's right, 7:30 p.m.
7:30 p.m.
7:30 p.m.
This is
and I want people to really, the way we've produced the series with the team, you know, we want you to feel like you're meeting somebody and you're able to also have a conversation, even though you can't ask them questions directly. But we're asking the questions for you, right? Through our hosts, Umaru Sanda, Amadou, and Akosia Otri, right? We also have some of our regional correspondents because we wanted to be very culturally sensitive. Remember, Ghana is not a monolith. There are several hundred different kinds of cultures
and
in
languages.
Ghana, I'm telling you. So we also wanted to be very sensitive to that. That it's not these Accra people coming to
interview them.
And coming to look down upon you and pity you. No. We wanted to tell the story authentically and with dignity.
With the right
so
people,
you'll see all of that coming through. But I want you, when you watch them, to interact with them through the screen. Meet them, learn something from them, see them as human beings, and anything that you yourself you've been wanting to do that you've been holding off because say I don't have the money, I can't do it alone, I don't have the strength, be inspired to do it.
Okay, thank you so much for your time.
I like the way you ended it, be inspired to do it.
Yeah. Okay, thank you so much for your time, and next week Wednesday is the time you would have to watch on your screen, 7:30 p.m. After you are done with all the things you need to do, you sit behind your television station, or your television set rather, and you watch Channel One TV, which is a television station, and you will be able to enjoy what we have for you. Okay, thank you.
Thank you for having me.
She's the head of programs production here at Channel One TV and City 97.3 FM. So that was a community legend there. conversation, we had to repeat it so that you would know what exactly is happening next week, Wednesday
at
7:30 p.m.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to miss it because we're going to be highlighting some of the most special people that have been doing so much in their communities, and these people have been putting so much energy without anybody,
so much energy,
without asking anybody, without even being told what to do for their community. They just saw a gap and decided to fill it. Well, these are the kind of stories we like to see, because at the end of the day, we all have to be players in our communities. We all have to find different ways to help people. So this will inspire you, this will teach you new things, and this will encourage you to actually go after that cause that you want to go when it comes to empowering people and letting it affect them positively. So make a date with us right here on Channel 1 TV at 7:30 on Wednesday, and let's get into the first episode of the Community Legends.
Chris, it's not time for us to do trends, but before we do trends, I want to say happy birthday to Clara Owusu Ajiman, who is with the Ghana Armed Forces. From your friends from AUCB, we say happy birthday, darling. We love and appreciate you so much. Keep being amazing, officer. Anti-military woman. Yeah, this is coming from your friends, and this was the AC Kwantua who actually sent me this particular message. Let's go straight into the trends, and a number of things are trending. This morning I delved into that story. No identification.
Yeah.
No pono. Yeah, that's some way. So people are reacting. I actually knew Ghanaians will react to this. So Sam George, who is the communications minister, announced plans at the Family Values Conference in Accra, where it heads next for cabinet review the policy that will require photo ID verification, like the Ghana card, and he also made mention of other cards as well, building an easier, early effort to block minors from adult content. And this has actually raised a number of reactions from the public. But let's hear from the horse's own mouth, the Communications Minister, Samuel Nate George.
Your Excellencies, it's important that we understand the danger that we face with pornography. And I keep saying that, look, we don't need to rewrite the script. Today in the United Kingdom, for you to access a pornographic website, you need to put your driver's license for them to be able to determine that you are 18 years. Ask yourself why they are doing that. Because they've seen the danger and the damage that pornography and over-sexualization have done to a generation of young UK citizens. And that's why for us, we believe that in Ghana here, and we're working with going to cabinet on that, to make sure that before you access any X-rated site, you must put either your driver's license or your national ID card, so that we know who you are and who is going to that site, to prevent children from being exposed to such content. This is the real threat. Because when a child is over-sexualized at an early age, it affects their development, it affects their thinking, it affects even their morality and their values and their standards. And the only way to break a people is to go after the children. Because when the children are destroyed and damaged, that culture, that culturalization gets damaged. The fight against Africa is not against those of us sitting in this room. We were a lost case. The fight is against our children. And that's why when myself and my colleagues in Ghana introduced the Family Values Bill, one of our key arguments has been that we're fighting for the innocence of Ghanaian children, because our children must be protected and safe. We were protected by our parents in an African family setting. We must do same for our children and grandchildren. Your Excellencies, it's important that we understand the danger that we face with pornography. And I keep saying that, look, we don't need to rewrite the script. Today in the United Kingdom, for you to access a pornographic website, you need to put your driver's license for them to be able to determine that you are 18 years. Ask yourself why they are doing that. Because they've seen the danger and the damage that pornography and over-sexualization have done to a generation of young UK citizens. And that's why for us, we believe that in Ghana here, and we're working with going to cabinet on that, to make sure that before you access any X-rated site, you must put either your driver's license or your national ID card, so that we know who you are and who is going to that site, to prevent children from being exposed to such content. This is the real threat. Because when a child is over-sexualized at an early age, it affects their development, it affects their thinking, it affects even their morality and their values and their standards. And the only way to break a people is to go after the children. Because when the children are destroyed and damaged, that culture, that culturalization gets damaged. The fight against Africa is not against those of us sitting in this room. We are a lost case. The fight is against our children. And that's why when myself and my colleagues in Ghana introduced the Family Values Bill, one of our key arguments has been that we're fighting for the innocence of Ghanaian children, because our children must be protected and safe. We were protected by our parents in an African family setting. We must do same for our children and grandchildren.
So the communications minister has actually made his point. But let's bring you comments what people are saying on this particular move or this particular initiative that he's asking. Other countries are doing this. That's what he says. Let's bring you the comment quickly. Let's see what people are saying. Baniter, what will knowing who gets the
do to you?
Oh, okay.
So that's like data collection right there.
His arguments are sound, though. Yeah, it's true. This is coming from Kwame Ato. It says there is some sense in it, but why don't they ban it at all together? Well, it's true. And this one says that these are not pressing issues of the state. There's a lot of structural issues that need to be addressed. We have been we are having settlement issues, waste management issues, floods, and stuff that need immediate attention. But this man is focused on sexual matters. Well, I think that's his ministry when it comes to the cyberspace. So he will need to also see how that place is also sanitized. That is his sector, so you would have to allow him work. Just ban the site in Ghana, that's all. We don't want to watch them. Okay, Chris. People have made up their point.
Well, I think I understand what he's trying to do. That's the truth.
Yeah.
But you know, when it comes to the issue, well, so basically, I still agree that you can ban pornography because yes, it plays with people's heads and all that, and it affects children in different ways, especially teens, because teens get to experience a lot of bodily change as they grow, what they want to explore things, and pornography is one of the ways that they actually want to use to explore some of those things. But at the end of the day, I feel like it's very important that we also begin to have conversations with our children. A lot of people don't have conversations with their children. Even in the UK, before they even got to this point, it was put out there that they do have conversations. That's why I like to consume content such as Netflix, right? Netflix has very interesting movies that actually touch on some of the ills happening in the society. There are a lot of content there that teaches you how to even have this kind of communication with your children. There are child, parent, teacher friendly contents that teach you how to have these talks with your children. So I feel like that is one thing that we do not do here. I keep saying it, we are afraid to talk or have sex education conversation with our children. So they get to learn it outside. I have had that conversation with my son. I saw that he was growing. I saw that, body's changing. I saw that he might start feeling some way. He might start having wet dreams. He might start hearing about pornography. We need to talk about it. We need to talk about it that what you see in pornography, or if you have even come across pornography, that is not real sex. That is acting. And that is dangerous. And it can affect you mentally. It can affect you psychologically. It can affect you if you want to be someone in future. You can actually get addicted to this and your life stops completely. So we need to have some of these conversations with our children to teach them, because we have left the whole educating. It's our children. I like the way you're saying it's our children. It's our children. What are we, the parents, doing? A lot of parents don't have those communications. A lot of parents just leave the children to go and learn in school.
But also, I also, in a way, will side with him because he's looking at it from the government point of view, what the government can do,
no, but you see,
what the regulators can do to stop it.
It is great.
Yes.
It's a great
I'm sure
idea.
it's going to have an impact.
It's a great
in
idea,
a way.
but
Yeah.
what we are in a society that will also fear shame. We are in a society that can also leave our IDs anywhere, and the same children will
But
pick
you
up
need
our IDs.
maybe verification.
Yeah, but there are other ways to verify it. These days there's AI. These days there's a way to send a token to your phone. These days there are different ways to do that, honestly.
Anyway.
So I feel like it's a great idea, but it will be also nice to ban altogether if it's going to cause a lot of this
Okay,
brouhaha.
so totally get some sites off so that you wouldn't be able to have access to them.
But at the
Some
same
people
time,
also
if we say it like that, the children are getting wiser, right? People know how to access VPN.
So they'll find other ways.
They'll buy a VPN, like they'll buy VPN and they will use the VPN and still access it as they are in another country while being in Ghana. That is why I feel like it's very important for you, the parents, you, the guardian, to be the first person that have these discussions with your children so the children do not go astray. You need to be that person's role model first. Are you waiting for Rihanna to be the person's role model? We're always here talking about celebrities. Oh, you are going to be the role model of the children. You cannot do this. What are you, the parent, doing? What is the child seeing at home first?
Anyway, so that is it. I'm sure Gen Zs and Gen Alphas, they are finding ways.
No, the Gen Zs are okay. I mean, the ones that are upcoming now are the Gen Alphas, and they are the ones that we really need to pay attention to.
They are very sophisticated.
They're very sophisticated. And
very smart.
Yeah. So the Gen Zs, yeah, they're there, they understand, but it's also our role. I mean, we also have a role to play in it. And like I said, every parent that is going to give a child a tablet or a phone should also have a sort of parental control app to control what the child can access on their phone.
True.
Some schools are doing it. A lot of schools are doing it. When they are in school, they are blocked from going to different sites.
Yeah. Some Wi-Fi will not even
Exactly.
not even connect
So I
to it
think
at all.
we need to put a lot of that in systems. For the system starts from the house, then to the school, then, everywhere.
Anyway, so let's move away from that and bring you this sad one. I saw the video on social media, and it's very, very pathetic. Let's bring you the video after we have conversations on that.
I don't care what the nurse said to you. I don't care in what manner she spoke to you. As a man or as a human being, you should have self-control and keep your hands onto yourself. Because no matter what, if they're supposed to take this to the, say, police, you are the one that will sleep in jail now. Because you hit first.
Anyway, so the incident happened on June 2 at the polyclinic in Asherman, Greater Accra region here, where the standard visiting rules aimed to protect patients' rest and prevent infection. So they were actually told that, well, the visiting time is over and you would have to leave. That is what we have not yet had aside of the money. But like Chris said, in no way would you have to react.
You cannot raise your hand first. Anywhere.
In such a manner. Because you have visited the facility, that is a hospital. So even if, like Chris said, you felt disrespected, just walk out. Just walk out. The best thing to do is to walk out. Sometimes the best thing to do is not to react because, mind you, people are filming everywhere. I had a similar instance where somebody ran into my car. So actually I was passing somewhere. The person rather did a wrong movement and crashed it. So, because I didn't want to mind her, because I know how people can be easily pick the phone and film. You don't know the story. I drove off. Then she came to meet me in traffic. Then she got out of the car, came to bank and everything. And eventually I opened the car. Then she took out my car key. I didn't want to react because the little thing I would do, nobody can hear my side of the story easy, but the reaction is what people are going to say and say, oh, this boy that he's been sitting on TV and all that, he's quick-tempered and he didn't control himself and all that. So when you are out there, you should just be careful.
Yeah. Find
ways to control yourself. There was a similar instance that happened at health facilities. For that reason, the health minister said that we should intensify security at these health facilities.
And these are the issues. Yeah.
And as citizens too, we must help ourselves. If you get to the place and it's over, leave.
Right.
Because even, I know some health facilities will allow a relative to stay with you if you aren't well. Find somebody to stay with, whoever the patient is or whoever your relative is, and leave. And don't find yourself in this situation, because this can actually travel a very long time at court, or even the police will come into it, and you get yourself embarrassed.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, too, it's a double-edged sword in the sense that there are people who would, some people will say, but the nurse was rude. Yes, we have gone to places and seen how people can be rude and very disrespectful and show that they have no home training from wherever they came from. They just speak anyhow, especially when it comes to the health facilities. Yeah. Yes, some nurses can actually be
very rude.
But the truth is, in as much as someone is rude and it got to you, you also have that right, to also have a bit of self-control, not to move your hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do it mouth to mouth.
Yeah.
You are a fool, you are a fool. Yeah. You are mad, you are mad. You give me, I give you. But to be the first person to hit, it's always you're always the one that's going to be in problem.
The best thing to do is just to keep quiet.
That's what I'm saying. If you know that
you can't control yourself.
She give you a mouth. Give her a mouth. If you start with I give her your eye.
Like you're driving and somebody just crosses you like that. If you've not rolled out yet, that's fine. But if you rolled out there, I know a colleague of mine who is here. For her, she will not spare you.
Oh no.
She will tell you her mind.
I don't spare. Sometimes I'll follow you and wait for you.
You don't spare?
Are you okay?
Oh, but you're on TV. You're on TV.
So if you do something and I die, will anybody remember that I was on TV? I'll just let you know. Are you okay?
Are you okay?
Is something wrong with you? Do you need to go to the hospital? Because that thing that you did was not right.
Yeah, so this is sad. So like Chris is saying, just control yourself. If it has to be verbal, just do the verbal
people should give yourself, you understand.
And go. But don't be so physical.
Yeah, because
try and do this because it's not worth it. And what if
you hit the person and she just falls?
What if they didn't even have people around to even separate them?
Then you beat her like that in the hospital.
You beat her to pop, and later you find yourself wanted. For all you know, you are just a brother or a sister. Just you've been told that, oh, Kofi, Marjorie is not well, or she's in the hospital. So you just pass through, and your mother or your father, who has been in the hospital since morning, didn't even know that this is what you come and do to embarrass the whole family.
To add to this, I think a lot of people should stop having that, kill the urge to want to discipline an adult.
Well,
kill that urge of wanting, because you hear it from, I would say we'll hear it from men especially. I'll discipline you. Me? You insulted me? I have your mates in your house. I have your mates in my house. My wife is your age. Hey, my people, I have a sister. You cannot talk to me like this. Kill that urge of wanting to discipline people or adults, you are not their fathers. Even to your wife, to your girlfriend, that urge of always wanting to discipline people is what can lead you to go out there to want to discipline a total stranger because she didn't talk to you right.
And of course, and sometimes, like we've said, you wouldn't want to blame the nurse. Maybe she's going through a lot of stress.
A long day, psychologically.
And
she's tired.
now she's like, gentlemen,
go home.
Let me close it. And that is it.
Go.
And the gentleman, maybe you've come to ask him 1, 2, 3, 4 times, and he's like, Charlie, you're giving me a lot of stress, and this happens. Anyway, let's bring you comments. We've shared our thoughts on it. Just imagine I see you treating my partner like this. You'll be in the next hospital bed. Well, we all know she did. You see. We all know she didn't just say that.
Nurses are very rude.
You see, apparently the nurse told him visiting hours was over, and this is how they treated her. Or okay, asking this question. The man got to be arrested.
At the end of it, even if she was rude, you will still be arrested if they take it a step further into the law.
This one says that Ghana is the only country visitors get angry
when you tell them visiting hours is over.
See, so but as a gentleman, you should be able to control yourself, not disgrace yourself like this, especially in public, even if the nurse was wrong.
Self-control.
It's true. It's true. Some of the nurses. So this one, as you have finished misbehaving like this, you'll be allowed to see whoever you want to see.
No, you won't. You could be banned from the hospital.
This one says he has to be arrested ASAP. That's as soon as possible. That's sad. That's sad. That's all we can say. That's just sad. So
like if you put this man among men now to do the same thing, he cannot even do the same.
You see, Chris, like I'm saying, anger or when somebody provokes you, it's very difficult. Sometimes you react before you know that I needed to do better. You understand? But like you have said and I have said, when you are in a situation like that, just control yourself and move out.
I say if you put him among men to do this thing,
Let's bring you more stories. Chris, you'd have to do this one. Thomas Partey. And Ghana is there already?
Yeah, Ghana is already in the, getting ready at the World Cup. At the World Cup stages right now. So we're excited. They're in America, and we wish them all the luck. And as you can see, I'm repping my jersey because it's Black Star all the way. But let's check out this last story that has to do with one of ours. English FA consider guiding players on shaking hands with Thomas Partey during the World Cup. The English FA is considering guidance for players. I mean, we don't know yet. It's alleged that the English FA is considering guidance for players like Declan Rice and Bukayo Saka on whether to shake hands with Ghana's Thomas Partey before June 23 World Cup group match in Boston. Partey now at Villarreal after leaving Arsenal faces 7 rape charges and 1 sexual assault allegation from 2020 to 2022. He has pleaded not guilty with trial delayed to June 2027. The Ghana coach Carlos Queiroz defends his inclusion by stressing presumption of innocence, while fan urges solidarity and draw parallels to Benjamin Mendy's acquittal. FIFA encourages handshakes for sportsmanship, spotlighting tension over protocol, legal rights, and unproven accusations in football.
Well, it's going to be some way.
It's going to be some way, and my heart goes out to him throughout this time. But whatever it is.
The psychology. He needs the counselor or the psychologist in the camp must actually help him prepare himself for this game, because if at the end of the day that happens,
if at the end of the day he's found guilty,
and even the booing and all that,
the booing has already started. Yeah, it has already started. But the truth is, to all the players out there now, to the ones that have family members that are watching, you can tell your players and your brothers and sisters their brothers are already there. It's very, I'm not saying he did it because I don't know yet, but it's very important that we learn consent, especially being in a different terrain. Do you understand? Being, at this point, leave the women, just focus on the World Cup.
And even when you go there, there are things you must learn. We read a story here some time back where a gentleman was calling a lady auntie,
and she took him to court. Yeah. So like the terrains are different. Apart from the terrains being different, it's very important for us to know about this issue of consent. The word consent has put so many people into trouble, especially African brothers into trouble. So now that they are going to play the World Cup, the focus should be on the World Cup.
Don't go and
leave woman matter.
Anyway,
leave woman matter.
Let's bring you comments on that. Comment briefly what exactly people have been saying about Partey's issue. And Ghana stands with you, Partey, Thomas Partey, 100%. He's innocent until proven guilty. What's your problem? And this one says the Ghana Football Association might also issue a statement that if England players avoid shaking hands with Thomas Partey, we would also entirely boycott the handshake. So be it, and so be it, and it's that simple because Thomas has not been convicted yet by a court of competent jurisdiction. No, this one, we won't shout it. Okay, let us take a position that we will not shake hands with England from start to end. This, I think, if you do not shake hands with them and you boycott it, it's actually going to make the match very nice because you know we are playing against them and we would have to score them or show them at all costs. They should forfeit the game and give the 3 points to Ghana. That would be better than handshake. What happened to not guilty until proven? Okay, what happened to not guilty until proven? Okay. So you say, okay. So, Chris, that's it.
Yeah.
Thomas Partey. And
it must be very psychologically daunting for him, right? Psychologically daunting for him right now. It won't be easy because at the end of the day, even us that are not even football players, if we are going through something small as just being broke, you see how many times we wake up in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
So imagine this kind of situation where he is still in court and it's not just one person. And, so I feel it's going to be very hard for him and he needs a lot of psychological work. So the psychotherapists in the group really need to get to work to put him in the right state of mind, especially with the game with England, because if there were booings in the game of Wales, there's going to be more of that because you are now in the Oyibo land. Do you understand? You are in the Oyibo land, so obviously, it's if they feel that way, he's going to hear more of it on that day. Do you understand?
Yeah. Let's see how that turns out to be. Or what we are saying here, we are just hoping that the Black Stars move from group stages and maybe get to quarterfinals, semi-finals. And hey, if we get to the finals, we will do well there. But for now, let's be very, very careful of how we go about things there. And also, our heart goes out to Thomas Partey and wish him all the best as he's part of the squad to ensure that they lift the flag of the country high. Let's bring you the video of the day. This is so real. No? I actually didn't know that there was a switch somewhere that when you close the fridge, it's actually the door of the fridge touches it, and that is what puts off the light.
As soon as I found that, it was so great.
Oh, okay, you started from president. Yes, to put it off and on.
No. So exactly what this guy was saying. Is it on?
Is it? Oh, it's off. And if you do it and your mom catches you, or your dad catches you, and you are sort of spoiling the
I found
the
it.
fridge.
I found
You found it, eh?
And then
I went,
and I went directly to the switch with my finger. What does this button do? And then
interesting.
It goes up. I'm like, yeah. I found it.
Interesting. So that's the video of the day that we brought to you. But Chris, we are going to talk about something very serious that has to do with the floods.
Yeah.
The floods are here, and the issue of Accra flooding every now and then. And even what happened 2 days ago wasn't just Accra. We had other parts of the capital actually getting flooded. We will take a quick break here. When we come back, we will bring you some reports and possibly open the phone lines to have a conversation with you. What really happened in your community and what you think the authorities can actually do to help the situation. Stay with us here on Breakfast Daily on Channel 1 TV. We'll be back with more.
This is the old way. Let me show you a new and a better way. EduPack.
EduPack?
Yes, EduPack. A GS-approved and supported initiative for all first-year students going to SHS by Prospectus Ghana Limited. Now you don't need to go to the market. All your trunks, mattresses, pillows, including plastic chalkboards, are all waiting for your child at the school. Note, all our wooden chalkboards are being changed to plastic ones to avoid bedbugs.
You can also register by dialing *713*821# following the prompts, or you can visit www.edupackgh.com and tap register. You can also register at any ADB branch near you at a very affordable price. EduPack, approved and supported by GES.
In my line of work, a confident smile is everything. Kel Charcoal Toothpaste keeps me on top of my game and ensures my smile is always radiant and bright.
With the tiring nature of my job, we spend several hours under the scorching sun. To keep our teeth white and our breath fresh all the time, we use none other than Kel Charcoal Toothpaste. Kel Charcoal Toothpaste. You're on a Kessie and in a kit one.
Samayo Kendini, who be here, Semetra Sapapadia to Amame Manfo, Kel Charcoal's natural ingredients, and a bomb is so by, a man is swing, Nesansu Mama Hotoso, a will beg you.
Kel Charcoal Toothpaste. Choose Kel Charcoal Toothpaste for anti-cavity, whiter teeth, and fresher breath all day. Available in 80 gram and 150 gram. Grab yours today.
Kel, happy smile. This advert is FDA approved.
From Accra to Buenos Aires, from Lagos to London, the world is locking in for the greatest football spectacle on earth, the 2026 FIFA World Cup. But before the first whistle cuts through the noise, there's a deeper rhythm to the game. Every badge carries history, every player brings a story, every number means something. Welcome to World Cup Central, only on Channel 1 TV.
Hello and welcome to another episode of World Cup Central right on Channel 1 TV.
Your home of football intelligence with African energy and global perspective. We're taking you beyond the highlights, from powerful eye-opening stats to sharp breakdowns of every qualified nation to insights that change how you see the beautiful game.
Their first appearance was in 1930, and their best finish at the World Cup was third place in 1930. That was a long time ago.
Every Friday,
very first award ever.
Thank you so much to the Ghana Movie Awards for this incredible honor. I really appreciate this. Thank you to all my fans and to the entire cast and crew of Red Carpet. I love you all. Mwah.
Thank you, Fred. Thank you, Ghana. This is really nice. Heavy as usual, like a dumbbell. I'll use it to a good start. God bless you, Ghana. One love. I heard the award was so heavy. It's actually true. This is so heavy.
Ghana Movie Awards, 7th June at Kempinski Hotel. Brought to you by Boss Energies Limited, formerly Bulk Oil Storage and Transportation Company Limited.
Ghana Movie Awards, come let's celebrate.
June is for business here at City FM and Channel One TV. This June, the ideas get bolder and the future of Ghanaian business takes center stage. Welcome to the City Business Festival 2026. For the entire month of June, 97.3 City FM and Channel One TV bring together the thinkers, builders, innovators, and dreamers shaping the future of enterprise in Ghana. From powerful business fora that spark meaningful conversations to insightful on-air discussions with industry leaders and change makers, to stories of resilience, innovation, and ambition from Ghanaian entrepreneurs. This is more than a festival. It is a movement of ideas, strategy, and impact. Whether you're starting small, scaling big, or simply dreaming of your next breakthrough, the City Business Festival is your platform to learn, connect, and grow. Join the on-air series every weekday at 9 a.m. on the City Breakfast Show on 97.3 City FM and at 11 a.m. with a repeat at 6 p.m. on Channel One TV. This June, let's challenge businesses. Let's refine ideas. Let's create impact. Call 0205-973-973 for further details. City Business Festival 2026, driving ideas into impact. The City Business Festival 2026 is powered by 97.3 City FM and Channel One TV in partnership with Absa Bank, and it's proudly sponsored by Absa Bank, MTN, Zondatech Ghana Limited, and Petra Trust.
Grateful you stayed with us here on Breakfast Daily on Channel One TV, and we are happy that you are here with us. Now let's talk about the floods that happened on Wednesday. A number of people were not able to go home, and people complained bitterly. And in areas like Ga East and other areas within the capital, you were able to get home safe. Yeah. Let's bring you a report that covers what happened in Ga East, and also we bring you another from the central region. Let's play these reports now.
Hours after last night's torrential rains, residents across the Ga East municipality are still counting their losses. Homes remain waterlogged, property destroyed, and tempests high. The floods, which began late yesterday evening, trapped many workers at their offices. Those who braved the roads were stuck in gridlock well beyond midnight. Frustrated residents and commuters say the impact is unprecedented. They blame two main culprits: buildings erected on waterways and drains choked with silt and waste.
Pantan Village. Pantan Village. Nina Yensu, Yamikrum Junction, Yamikrum Junction. Until also baby, I want to feel it. I'm feeling in no mercy down. Until you shop. I are feeling in also. I feel Pachawa. I know where's your shop room. Pachawa. Until you know to a crime on a house. It's soon to a crime woman in I am a calm or camba. Until you want to say, and rubber car park waha and easy. And yes, a cry, Massa. Then I say some penny for you. And as on Babuno, Nayan say free, Nelson and your quiet trip. Also, would you see a boo? Bedroom say. Mini how, so I see a boo, mini how. And soon to turn run away. Oh, no more fear, just I made them walk up in sooner day. ebu nti nyame adom anka nye nyame ebe mu aka me kola de anka eda na ede ebu go so ena nyame adom ede me yi nkola nyante nu akwapo metimi anda fie obi fie na ede me bedai
wo dan ne bui
ebui
baby adan no no ususu say sie ebubu
oh me de me particular de momo aban adwuma to
o sha e won nsuo kwamu aban bubu a ebe fine
mpacho an
From Agbogba to Ashoman, Ablo Eje, Pantai, Abokobi and other adjoining areas, the call is unanimous. Demolish structures on waterways and carry out consistent desilting and dredging of drains. Head of Works at Ga East, Engineer Justin Glover, is confident that intermunicipal coordination efforts will yield lasting results.
This is actually one of our retention ponds. It's supposed to be engineered in a way that it can hold up more water in terms of flood or in terms of heavy rains, so that it releases it gradually as the rain subsides. As you can see, we are doing our best to protect it, but it becomes like you build, you demolish, they build, you demolish, and that is how come all these developments around this size are a bit down. So we need to get hold of it so we can get the ponds to hold the water.
Following Wednesday night's rains, floodwaters once again engulfed sections of the SCC junction at Hala Old Barrier stretch, bringing traffic to a standstill and leaving motorists stranded for hours. For residents and commuters, scenes like these have become all too familiar, leaving them frustrated.
And rather than Yakura, because say what tries to cross in soon and soon to Beko. Cow can't remember. That never to number, Mwesi, in Sota, in Son film, a high in Sota, casting to me, just a young baby castle, if you soon.
Maybe I ain't sure when you feel. If 3 years going, if you soon start to say Bethio into Washa, Yadabata
Major drainage channels that are expected to carry storm water from higher lying communities such as Broadcasting, Babadogo and Aplaku have been identified as a challenge. Several of these drains remain heavily silted and choked with waste, restricting the free flow of water and causing it to spill onto the highway and nearby communities including Kokojo.
Main road no gata kese omo ye kwan that time no omo ye gata kese covered one ayema gata no so no omo ye no kwara no omo ye te say free ha kosi mi gate ya no omo ejai no masa akopie baby foforo no omo ye kakra no omo ejai ti gata no omo kakra na omo aye no kwara no emu asa ayema
aka no eye major road Ecowas road so omo ma omo bo no omo fa omo ni omo hwe adwuma no enen so ayira efa manfo atimi project kan kwa ekowura other side.
In Kokojo, the effects of the perennial flooding are evident. Some homeowners have abandoned their properties after repeated flooding rendered them uninhabitable. Residents say they feel let down by successive political leaders whose promises to address the situation have yet to translate into meaningful action. A similar situation is unfolding at Nsuonano, also known as Peace Town, near English Yamanfrum in the Ga South municipality. Here, the Yaje River has burst its banks following the rains, cutting off access routes and making movement difficult for both pedestrians and motorists.
The only thing is that you having the vim to cross, that's the only chance that you can get to town. If you can't cross, then that means that you are not going to work or you are not even going to market to get food or nothing.
Some of those who are brave, they hold each other's hand to support each other so they will cross, so that in case one fall, they can easily pick him up.
For the past 8 years I've been here, it wasn't easy at all. When it rains, it's very difficult for you to go out. And when you have already in the town, coming back is the grace of God.
Residents say the annual flooding is largely due to the absence of a proper bridge across the river. The situation has become a recurring danger, with several lives, including those of school children, reportedly lost in previous years.
Because of last time, school for
nsusu afa no de no kɔ
aha ye ni government school e wa ha sei government school ni na wo ekuro ni mu amanfro mu ono nti nkola omukɔ government school so bebre no dɔɔso e wa ha nti e ba ne sa na e bi wa omobre omuntumi nko school no mejai.
Compounding the challenge is the continued encroachment on the river's buffer zones, with some developers putting up structures close to the watercourse, while indiscriminate waste disposal further obstructs its natural flow. The development has sparked concern and anger among residents, who fear the problem will only worsen if urgent action is not taken.
Because when you watch over there, people have started dumping refuse over there, and it's very, very bad. This is all part of this kind of things that is choking the water here and stopping the people from going in and out.
Residents are calling on the relevant authorities to intervene, improve drainage infrastructure, enforce planning regulations, and implement long-term flood mitigation measures to protect lives and property.
The MP at this area must send this thing to Parliament so they will help us, because we are all Ghanaians.
Just like this very one, several other houses here in Kokojo or Block Factory have been abandoned by their owners as a result of the perennial flooding situation. Residents feel rejected by authorities. For the Channel 1 newsroom, I am Akwesi.
Oh, this is sad. Yeah, very sad, because we report on floods almost every year.
Almost?
Yeah.
Every year.
Every year. And the situation keeps worsening by the day. And if you've seen the reports that have been aired, it's so obvious that we are actually not doing something right. The building on waterways, the assemblies not checking what has to be done, the desilting of drains, and now usually with the drains we always think about refuse, but forgetting that silt or sand also can fill up these drains, and eventually you will not have the water flowing. But you know what? We want to do this with you watching us. You can call the number. The phone lines are opened. Let's hear from you how the situation is like in your community, how you were able to get home on Wednesday. I understand some people stayed in the rain or stayed outside for about 3, 4, 5 hours for very long periods before they were able to get home. This actually happened on June 3. So we are asking whether is there a return of the June 3 disaster that happened in 2015. 11 years on, are we saying the same thing? Did we learn our lessons well? Because there were 3 incidences that actually happened. One at Adenta where a building got collapsed. Another at Accra Central where there was a fire situation there. And floods almost everywhere. I've received videos from Ogbojo and all those areas, from Agbogba, Hacho area, Odona, and it's bad. It's so bad. So let's hear from you. You can call us. Let's have a conversation on this particular issue. The president has said that this is merely like sort of indiscipline in the part of us as citizens, because you see people dumping refuse into water, flowing water when it's raining. And I ask myself, where do you think this refuse is going? It's actually going to get a particular drain choked. And the water, if it's not able to flow, will bounce back to the community and it will affect you. We've seen people who have had their properties destroyed. When you go to the police, that is police depot, I think, I saw a video like that where people had water entering their rooms. And imagine you are in your room and by the time you wake up, you see water all over in your room. It's very, very sad. So I think we just have to be very careful. It's similar like what you're just saying on your screens. Yeah, so I'm sure these people were actually asleep, deep asleep.
It actually happened to a friend of mine, something like this.
Waking up to see water in your room.
She was traumatized.
Yes.
She was very traumatized. And the funny thing is, it was not just any area, but it was a very good area too.
And funny how
it got into the room.
And funny how these things are getting to communities or areas ideally we wouldn't see flood there.
That's what I'm saying. Her area was not
it doesn't flood.
Yeah, that type.
Somebody has blocked the waterway somewhere.
Yeah.
Mauli from Ho is joining us. Mauli, good morning. Let's hear from you. What do you make of the flood situation? What exactly happened at where you were on Wednesday? Okay, so unfortunately Mauli couldn't stay on the line. So like we are saying, I think we would have to be very, very careful. The National Disaster Management Organization, yesterday when I spoke to Dennis Nate Ajano, he came to the place where the building had collapsed, that is Adenta. And he says that they have visited some places, flooding in Accra wouldn't and can't end, but we need to find something to do about it. That is, as citizens.
I feel like the most important thing right now is we keep saying that citizens have to be more diligent in their doings, but I think it's also time for the government to start probably campaigns. Campaigns are the only way that it will ring into their heads, because if you look back, there have been years when...
Okay, so hold on. This is the video of... So let's hear the sound of this video.
Wow.
And let's see what the Obroni is going through.
All right, so we have another caller from the line before we watch this video. Kingsley from Ablekuma joining us. Hi, Kingsley. Hello, Kingsley. Kingsley.
Unfortunately, I think the lines are not here. So let's play this video. Let's hear the sound of this video. Then later we receive more calls.
Dance.
Where are you going? Where are you going?
Going to outside.
Outside to do what?
Do dance.
Dance. Where are you going?
I'm going outside.
No, go, don't go, don't go.
On the main road.
Stay here.
What do I do?
Yes, go. And a rat.
Rasta. Hey, Rasta, you do all. You do all.
And a rat. 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 And a rat.
You do all.
Well, some people will laugh at some of the things that are being shown on the screen, but we actually want to paint a point here. I want to make a point here. The first video that I had was from the Western region. I think this one too had to do with someone being rescued when the flood situation happened. But there's a caller calling from Mile 7. Good morning. Hello, good morning. Good morning. I think today our lines are already helping us. The lines are already helping us. So you can also join us with your messages as well. We can read it loud and clear, and just to know what you went through on June 3 and how the flooding, you've been battling with the flooding situation in your community or wherever you find yourself. And sometimes I'm like, when it's raining, okay, Kingsley, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Okay, let's
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. What do you make of the flooding situation, maybe in your community, and how you were able to go through it on June 3?
Right now at Pokwasi, I stay at Ablekuma. There's a certain bridge that is being the old road being used across Master Link. There's a bridge before the MTN mast. There's a water over there. Someone has diverted the waterway to make use of the land, and is causing flood in that area. Let's go back to Academy First Light. There's a construction over there. I think it's a storm drainage. For the past getting to 2 years, that project cannot be finished so that the people on that area can have their safety. Another one at Dakuma Junction, there have been this choke gutter, and authorities always come to distill the gutter, knowing well that the only solution for this is to construct a new drainage for the whole area. Yes, each time it rains, the whole of Dakuma Junction got flooded because of this small project. Every day and then you see them distilling the gutter. That is not the solution. The authority, we have the engineers and the planners. The authorities should sit down and plan so that such things will never happen, to be a lasting. Always they give the contract to the contractor to distill the gutter each and every day. So Ghana, is what the government, the president is talking. Is just kicking us kickback, and I know those city engineers and planners who are employed by the various district assemblies should be held to their charge. See, Malam Johnson, there's a land, water land over there. When the president went there, he was told that somebody has bought the land and registered it. Who registered that water land? Ask yourself, who registered that water land? Charlie, I'm done. Thank you.
Thank you so
Kingsley,
much.
we can
Thank
sense
you.
your frustration. Thank you so much for that. The phone lines are still open. You can join us. So with your thoughts, submissions, and comment on what exactly is happening in the capital and even the country.
He asks very pertinent questions.
Yeah.
He asks very pertinent questions, like who registers the land that people buy.
Yeah.
So this is not just about the citizens if we're trying to point fingers, but this also has to do with the people put in place to make sure that these things do not happen. So who is accountable really?
I've seen buildings with instruction, or let's say with
do not build
the street naming. You know, they went around to do the GPS thing, and it's posted on its own. Went around to do that.
Exactly.
That means you are recognizing that this building is legit.
Yeah.
Anyway,
so, we have another caller.
Yeah.
Nah. Hi, Nah.
Hi. Good morning.
Good morning. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Domitila too.
All right. You're welcome to the show. Please tell us your experience on what happened on June 3rd during the rains.
You know where I live, I have to cross 2 bridges to get home.
Okay.
My office is in East Lagos. I either use the Christian Village Road where it has a big gutter.
Yes, a very big one.
Or the transition road where it has another big gutter. So anytime I see the clouds gathering, I'm in a panicky mood. But I think as a country, we have to take global warming seriously. Because the volume of rains that are falling these days, it tells us that global warming is real.
Yeah.
And as a government, we have to be prepared for that. So this perennial flooding issue, I see 3 issues here. 1, global warming is real.
Right.
And what is our government response to that? Secondly, we have attitude as Ghanaians. Where I live, when I came here, there was a body of water right here. Now, I look for this water, you can't find it. People have filled it and they have built on it, but they did not even make gutters for the rain to find its way. So definitely it will go into people's homes.
Right.
And then the third one we have is assemblies. My question is, what do they do when they go to the office? I can't stop somebody developing on a water way not to do it, but the assemblies can do it. So if they don't sit up and they don't do their work, the next 5 years, I'm telling you, will explode. And to think that Kwabenya Hills has flooding is something we should think deeply about.
The hills?
The
Wow.
hill. How should you have a hill on the Kwabenya Hill? I mean, how do you have flooding on a hill?
Exactly, on a hill.
It tells you the volume of water that is falling. We really need to prepare as a country. Otherwise, the next 5 to 10 years, I don't know whether we'll still have Accra, because everybody is building the way they want to build. Nobody is checking. And they sit down and watch them to build and only to come for a demolition. We shouldn't behave like this as a country. Otherwise, We are putting our lives in danger, so are our children, and only God can tell what the future holds for us.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Na. That was very extensive.
Yeah.
Thank you. And I think Na is right. You know, we've talked about it before, the issue of global warming and climate change. Everything is changing. The rainy season, it's no more what we used to see. And the volume of rain that is pouring these days, it's definitely different from what we are used to. And it's been back to back to back. And also GMET has also told us that the rains are still going to come. It's not like ending now. It's still going to come. So the question is, how prepared are we? And apart from how prepared are we, like she also asked, which the caller before her also talked about, how are people building on some lands, on some waterways, and then nobody's doing anything about it? What are the people in the assembly doing?
Robert from Tamale joining us. Robert, good morning. Let's hear from you.
Hi, Robert. Please reduce the volume of your TV.
My name is Robert. Today is my birthday.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you, Robert. Happy birthday to you. Let's read this one. Coming from a story that was on the citynewsroom.com, and that has to do with Accra flooding due to indiscipline, not poor drainage. This is coming from Abdullahi Mahama, engineer Abdullahi Mahama. A road and building consultant, engineer Abdullahi Mahama, has attributed Accra's perennial flooding largely to indiscipline among residents rather than poor drainage design or substandard road construction. His comment comes in the wake of recent heavy rains that caused flooding in parts of the capital, leaving some residents stranded and others displaced from their homes. He spoke on the big issue over the weekend, and with Umar Sanda Amadou, and engineer Abdullah Mahama dismissed that widely held view that Accra drainage systems are inherently flawed. So in a quote, he said that, "I would like to debunk one of the things about the drainage. It's been a mantra among Ghanaians that the drains are not designed well. There is no particular design concept for Ghana's drains. It is the discipline, it is the indiscipline," he said. According to him, many roads and drainage systems function effectively for years after construction, only for flooding problem to emerge later due to human activities that obstruct the natural flow of water. And this is so true. Lawrence from Navrongo is joining us. Let's hear from you, Lawrence.
Yeah, I just have a little concern to make. Even though watching the flooding system in the on the screens, it looks very bad. But the problem is our authorities are not living up to what the laws are saying. Because the whole thing is, what are the assembled doing with regards to those who are giving permits to build on the waterways? So the whole issue is about our authorities. They should, it's high time they stand their ground and then let the laws work. Because those officers who give permits for buildings to be built, are they able to follow up to where those buildings are supposed to be?
Okay.
Because over here, too, you see small rains that we experience some flooding, even though the rains have not started here. But any small rain, the places are always flooded.
Wow.
This is just because they have built everywhere. And it is the assembled that are giving them the permit. And when they do pull up and write removed by this, by the end of the day, you see them putting up the building again. And when you go there, the buildings are just standing on the waterway.
Wow.
This is causing a lot of problems when it rains.
Lawrence,
to the people that are affected.
Okay, Lawrence, thank you so much for that view, and he's made his point right and clear there. So the questions are still being asked: what are the assemblies doing? But also, as citizens, be responsible enough that where you are putting up that structure, you in your right frame of mind? Is it okay for you? I've seen people building anywhere and everywhere because you need a land in the capital to put up a structure. And also, you see people going around just demarcating lands for people just to buy. And when the assembly comes to demolish it and there's this demolition exercise, people will be crying. You see, it's the indiscipline. It's not by force for everybody to stay in Accra. It's not by force for everybody to stay in Accra. I know it's far. This is the economic hub, but we should find ways. And also, if the government is able to decentralize, it's going to help. Kwame from Dansoman, let's hear from you.
Yes. Good morning to all of you.
Good morning.
I think when it comes to this flood issue, sometimes I would say, particularly in my community, the district municipal assembly has totally failed. And even the chief, there's a community I live here called Glefe. We have a Ramsar site that has been converted to dumping site. As we speak now, the municipal district assembly is unable to stop that activity. Even the district police command is unable to stop that activity. The chief that's supposed to oversee the welfare of the community are also engaged in that activity. Now, anytime it rains, the life of all the people in there, we cannot even find a way to pass through our various homes. It is something that is going on for all these years. We have complained severally, but no one is able to come to our aid. Anytime it rains, even the community already is a slum. Now the only Ramsar site that we have has been converted to dumping site. Can you imagine that we dump Bola to a Ramsar site? You see, so the district assembly has totally failed in our community. The district command, police command too, has failed. So it is high time some of these institutions, their leaders, resign from their positions because they are not able to what? To come to the aid of the community members. So that's my contribution this morning.
Thank you so much for your time. And you made mention on the situation, right, that the assembly, one, the chiefs in the area who are also selling the lands, or whoever is selling the land for whoever is also trying to own the land and put up the structure, you must also bear the brunt among other individuals in these communities. You go to a place like Otojo, it's in Dansoman. Before the rains, we visited the place with the Works and Housing Minister, Kenneth Gilbert AJ. Before that, the president had actually gone to the area to give a company a warning, that is Kaiser, was it Kaiser or Kitec, that they should ensure that the place that has been filled with gravels and laterite to put up a structure be actually cleared. It was a major drain, and that drain was covered, hoping that this company was going to put up a structure. And when you even go to the Otojo area, which is a wetland and a Ramsar site, let me put it that way, you find people put up structures there. So I ask myself, the water that is coming from upstream, where should it go? Exactly. If it can't find itself into the wetland or the Ramsar site and eventually find a way into the sea, it will end up in your room.
True.
You understand? God in his own wisdom gave us Ramsar sites, gave us wetlands, because he knows that these places are places that the water that when we receive will eventually go to. And we are all filling these places. Oh, Brian is joining us. Good morning. Let's hear from you.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Brian. I'm calling from Hawaii.
All right. Thank you for joining the show. Can you share your own experience?
I don't have any experience to share.
All right. Any contributions?
There's an underlying factor that is causing all this problem that we seem not to be talking about.
Right.
It's about those who sell the land, the vendors. No one holds them responsible.
Mm-hmm.
When I buy a land from a vendor, I'll presume it's okay to develop it. But when they come around, they only hold me accountable.
Right.
No one, holds the vendor accountable. And it goes back selling the same land all around. It's not working. You have to do something about it. Once those cartels are, held responsible, I think this problem will be solved in a halfway somehow.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Brian, thank you so much. And what Brian said, I think I also side with him, because when the Wager Dam thing happened, Ghana Water Limited came out to say that it's not solely that the Wager issue or that spillage of the dam is what has caused the flood in the area. It could be part of it, but the fact that people have built recklessly, indiscriminately, has led to the place to flood because it's raining. You understand? It's raining, and the government has said that chiefs and people who are selling lands indiscriminately, and they are selling lands without permits, you don't even check the place, and you also go and buy the land. These people should be dealt with, because if you are going to buy a land, you can't rule out the fact that it has to go through a traditional authority. That it can be said. If you go to places like Sotum, you go to Mambo, you go to Mensado, you go to Pokwase or Fankor, Kwabenya and all those places, Ashoman and all those places, even Tesano. Yeah. You can't buy Adabraka and all this. You can't buy a land without a traditional authority. It's a traditional authority's involvement in there. So who is giving you the leeway to also go and put up the structure? You understand? Anyway. And at the end of the day, you see the assemblies come and write on a structure, produce permit, or put down the structure. It can be there for years and nothing happens to it. And what even saddens me is that when the person is done building the structure with AC finished and everything, then you come and pull it down. Why you think that the person doesn't run, there isn't money that the person is using to build up this particular structure? Anyway, we have AB calling from Akutia. AB, let's hear from you as well.
I mean, chairman of praise, more money. Yo, I mean, come as some so. Me catch you, no more say a Ghana will be at tree. Now, come out from I want to even a Lebiano. Maybe so, see, I won't call fire shed, but maybe I won't see a dying see what I want to an eye to your mocha. Here was Uncle for the wall. Oh, my do money saying. Oh, my do money saying, and any panels for us, I send them my baby, answer so almost see daisy, I almost see a DSC. Yankasa yam emran enye dwuma nti se ya na ye bebre afidie du a nye kan so yiri ho asem wa bre ko ye nim se mra se ye ma mra ni ye dwuma yenye ye be nti se ba ne sa ye sori na etu kwan ko obi aman so che Dubai ha ena Dubai ye fe ena brochi se joma fa mra na nye dwuma ho be ye fe Ghana de ya pa ho te se eye tan ye yi nkofo ato office so mo hwe we money nkoso nso be hu na akoso na nipa no so te wa ye tua neka ye mpeni fo se de omu ni ma na omu ni me de mesro ma peni jonda mani ma ama ne yi ti abai yes ye be research ya ni we nyina aka ho bi what we do me ye ni so se wo ye wan ye ni ye yi wadi obi ti fie ono so pe duma ni ya ye yi ni nyonko di no o de be ye duma nipa no o be ton sa e ho no so dia ma no no ya ma ni di yes so ko de mu akodem ye nye ye ni ye sa and you mouth a year cost bata na enye na Ghana ha nti afi te bia ye be kasa fa afi bia du ye be kasa fa na egu so e dey na say ye ho sa na me di bia ma yen yan fan crofo no mo ko round ni nti o mo ka ye wo bibia go du box ayo timba ni hu ya ye ni o Ghana ha efi ye ho so share in South Africa for boy South Africa Nigeria for ye bi pay atwa dey worries time ono no ko fa Ghana for ne buy bebre we West Africa all you people there can dey omo babo in South Africa ye Ghana for to meboa wo because of that then account you too quiet Ghana akobe foforo na kan nyoma ye wo ye ntu papoa no bi agi adwuma so be no nye ntu mention aso ne tete ho be bia ne ka ho asem ho wa ye
ebi yara say So basically what AB is saying that the authorities, you need to do your job. If you are not doing your job, you have to be sacked. be sacked. You have to be sacked. And also, if we are able to prepare or to actually fix this country, we wouldn't be having people traveling to other countries, like what happened, and South Africa is actually sacking Ghanaians and all that, and other Africans actually, South Africa is sacking other Africans. So we should try and get the best thing done in this country. And I think I also side with him, because, Chris, if you have the men at the various assemblies working, I have an issue with this, that you would, before you put up a structure, right, there needs to be foundation. Yeah. Then foundation comes to whatever they call footing.
Yeah.
Then footing is going to get to lintel. Then lintel, and we are going to do the roofing or whatever it is. So if you are putting up a structure, and as an assembly that has to be very proactive, you wouldn't want someone to put up a 2, 3, 4-story building before you would move to the place and go and pull down the structure. No, it's not done. The reason why I'm saying that is people are investing. And when you're also going to build a structure, please consult the assembly. It's very expensive. Iron rod is very expensive.
Everything's expensive, actually.
Cement is very expensive.
Painting.
We do not even factor the fact that we even factor transportation into the whole system. Because you are transporting it from one place to the other. You go to, I've seen Gaish doing demolition exercise. We are calling for demolition. Ramsar site, they are pulling down, you are still putting it up. You go to Otojo, they are pulling it down, you are still putting it up. There was a video I saw recently from, I think, Gaish. Yeah, it was Rachel Engman that covered that particular story. You have gone to put up a structure in a road. You understand? And when they went there to pull down the structure, this woman was like, you know what? I'm not going to take anything from the room. I'm not going to take any of my belongings. I'm just leaving it at that. Pull down the structure. Because for her, she has done the right thing. And I keep asking myself, if the assembly sat down for somebody to build in the road.
Onto that level.
To that level. And you want to go and pull it down, it's sad. So if you go around and you write produce permit, keep off, or whatever you're putting up on the structure, money should not exchange hands, and eventually then you go and sit down because you, the works engineer, you've been giving some 5,000 Ghana cedis, or you've been giving some 2,000 Ghana cedis, you've been giving some 3,000 Ghana cedis. And this 2,000, 3,000, 5,000 Ghana cedis, the people in the area will tend to bear the brunt of the flood in the area.
Yeah.
Because you've blocked a waterway, and government is a going concern, or his government is a continue. So you would have this government come, I take this action, the next government comes, I sit down, I don't act, somebody goes to put up a structure, and we get the whole system basa. It's a messed up situation, it's a messed up system, and this is how we'll be actually be seeing flood in the capital every now and then, because drains are getting choked, people do not even have better disposal systems. When I went to Singapore, and their disposal system, you ask yourself, is this a country that really sat down to plan about it? And I say, yes, we sat down to plan about it. They have National Environmental Agency, which is in charge of sanitation. Ghana, we did sanitation ministry. The sanitation ministry, it was one government that did the sanitation ministry. When another government came, they said, no. We need to add it back to works and housing. It's been taken off. So now even when you want to find people who speak for the agencies, for the environment, you are talking to ESPA. Environmental Service Providers Association, and even with that, they do not even have a sector that is actually speaking for them. They do not have somebody that is even speaking for them. EPA is overwhelmed. EPA is dealing with a number of things. So if we are not checking all these things, we will sit here, we will do lip service. When flood happens, you come and talk about it. The big men will now have their cars, drive to flood-prone areas, go and check them, do all the news, and then we'll go and sleep. And it will be costing us a lot of money. Things must be checked. The assembly must work. The government must ensure that I know the Greater Accra Regional Minister is doing something. At the end of the day, things must work. If somebody is putting up a structure within your jurisdiction as the assembly, GAN North, GAN East, GAN West, whatever assembly it is, and you put up stop work, let it be sure that stop work is effective and nothing happens on that particular structure.
This actually just reminds me about the interview that you had yesterday. I know we're talking about the flood, but you know this. I'm now linking it to what happened in Adenta 2 days ago, the collapsed building. The man made mention.
Yes, the MCE.
Yeah, the MCE made mention that
we told this man to stop putting up the structure. And 3 years ago, according to what he's saying, he says the engineer then told the man to stop putting up the structure.
Exactly.
So if you've told the man to stop putting up the structure,
and
he continued, you watched it.
And you watched it.
And now when the building is down,
everybody watched it, and now the disaster happened, and was a life lost?
Yes.
Yes. So somebody died.
And the person who died is actually the wife of the developer. Yes. It's the wife of the developer. When I went there yesterday and the information I gathered, it's the wife of the developer. And we were told that this particular structure, the pillars that you put up, it's not even fit for another floor. Meaning, how much do you want? So you move from one story and you want to go to the next one so that you can rent it out.
So that
and
one,
the pillar isn't
I
strong.
actually fault everyone. I fault him. I fault the people that actually told him not to, but yet they still watched him do.
But I will fault the assembly more.
Then the assembly
because
too.
You
and
have
the assembly
watched on.
You watched
there wasn't
on.
any action you were taking.
You didn't do
and
anything
now,
about
this is what
it.
Has happened.
You didn't do any. That's why I said, you see, we are not a proactive nation. You understand? We are not proactive. We only react. We are very reactive.
And
so we only react when something happens. Everybody start running.
Chris, what even worsens the case? This one I'll say it on TV, and you can record it and give it to the DRIP coordinator or whoever you want. And I even went to the DRIP. We went to DRIP. You understand? I wrote a letter to DRIP, and I was like, my area, we have drainage issue. So give me a DRIP machine so that we can use to fix the drainage issue. As we speak now, I've not heard shishi from the people. I haven't heard anything from the people. Because even if people want to help, I don't know, there's a situation that is even frustrating everybody, and the system is not working. Nothing is working. People are building anywhere. Haphazardly. You go to Otojo. Otojo's place has been like that for years. You understand? When Cyril Bray was there as the MCE for Ablekuma West, he actually said that he was going to put down structures there. Now we've seen that you've gone there. The Greater Accra Regional Minister and the Assembly, that is Michael Papo Alote, who is now the MCE there, has gone now to pull down a structure of a then NPP, NDC parliamentary aspirant, Kobi Mensah. And Kobi Mensah is saying that he's going to threaten legal action against the Greater Accra Regional Minister and the MC. Why will you sit down and watch somebody to put up a structure there like that when you know that place? You know that place is a wetland. According to Kobi Mensah, he bought the land 1997 or whatever. So this is not something that is starting today. It's way back.
Him.
You watch, you look on, you watch the thing happen. Then later you want to go and pull down structures. I keep saying that if the country, if you have decentralization, we move certain places out of Accra, certain functionaries are out of Accra, certain things are out of Accra, the city will be free. Like you said, Abuja and Lagos. People, even though those places flat, I've not been there before, but everything like is centralized in Accra. And at the end of the day, everybody wants to have a facility or want to have a property here. Accra is full. The lands are no more there. You don't build anywhere haphazardly. Somebody is blocking waterway, the person is blocking road, and people are selling, basa, chaka, manya. Let's take a break. When we come back, we have more for you on Breakfast Daily. This morning, it looks like Charlita. The thing is not working. It's not working at all. It's not working.
The Friday is set.
Let's get into the world of sports like never before. Join us every Friday at 7 p.m. on 97.3 City FM for Sports Panorama, your ultimate destination for all things sports. From the thrill of association football to the excitement of basketball, tennis, athletics, and even emerging sports, we cover it all. Whether it's the Premier League or the latest NBA showdown, we bring you the stories behind the stars.
If you are going to be given this kind of treatment, then you need to be that guy. When I look at him play, he is not 8.
And don't miss the prayer of the rabbi. We're not just about the games, we're about the community.
Kaleda, you two guys, we love you all, yeah. You guys be hard guys, because see before we go sign in, we had almost more than 200.
Or when it's time for Don't Call Me.
It's Don't Call Me time.
Tune in every Friday at 7 p.m. only on 97.3 City FM. Sports Panorama, where sports come alive. Sports Panorama, your weekly sports fix. Don't miss out on the action. Sports Panorama. Catch the excitement every Friday.
We continue our conversation with legendary Ghanaian musician Amanziba Natbrew this week on the Upside Down Show. He shares why he enjoys collaborating with young talents, his desire to venture into gospel music, and his passion for Ghana's creative arts industry.
So if you met the Minister of Tourism and Creative Arts and you have to have a conversation with her, what would that be?
I'll tell her to, try as much as possible to be on the board of Ministry of Roads and Highways.
Because?
Because I will not travel 6 hours from England and come to Accra, and when I'm going to Fiema to look at the monkeys, it takes me hours on the road.
Would you consider political appointment?
I was offered the Deputy Minister of Culture.
You rejected it?
Yes, because
Why?
if I get into office, you sack me within 4 days or 5 days. I love working with
the
them.
young people.
And I will break into the gospel arena.
Hold on.
It's a conversation filled with passion and purpose, culture, creativity, and legacy.
So you won't drop, one of the collabos coming?
I have a collabo with Stonebwoy.
Don't miss the Upside Down Show this Sunday at 7 p.m. prompt, only on Channel 1 TV. June is for business here at City FM and Channel 1 TV. This June, the ideas get bolder and the future of Ghanaian business takes center stage. Welcome to the City Business Festival 2026. For the entire month of June, 97.3 City FM and Channel 1 TV bring together the thinkers, builders, innovators, and dreamers shaping the future of enterprise in Ghana. From powerful business fora that spark meaningful conversations to insightful on-air discussions with industry leaders and change makers, to stories of resilience, innovation, and ambition from Ghanaian entrepreneurs. This is more than a festival. It is a movement of ideas, strategy, and impact. Whether you're starting small, scaling big, or simply dreaming of your next breakthrough, the City Business Festival is your platform to learn, connect, and grow. Join the on-air series every weekday at 9 a.m. on the City Breakfast Show on 97.3 City FM and at 11 a.m. with a repeat at 6 p.m. on Channel 1 TV. This June, let's challenge businesses. Let's refine ideas. Let's create impact. Call 0205-973-973 for further details. City Business Festival 2026, driving ideas into impact. The City Business Festival 2026 is powered by 97.3 City FM and Channel 1 TV in partnership with Absa Bank, and it's proudly sponsored by Absa Bank, MTN, Zondatech Ghana Limited, and Petra Trust.
right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's still Breakfast Daily right here on Channel 1 TV. And now we're about to have a conversation that will spark your excitement and increase your enthusiasm. Now, when we talk about Kasoa, what do you know about Kasoa?
Well, Kasland, it's an interesting place, and you know, it's not being in the news for the good reasons. You go to Kasland.
Oh, the best reasons.
Yeah.
But let me tell you something.
There's something good coming from
there.
there.
Something good, something great actually, because like 4 days ago, I was actually scrolling through Facebook, and I saw a caption that said, Kasoa to the world. I was like, what again? What has Kasoa done again? And I clicked it. And I clicked it, and I saw this pretty lady on a picture actually. She was just posed on the ground with 3 frames, and it was about them winning them being, you know, breaking a record, but a Guinness World Record actually. Beautiful. And I was like, what is this all about? But ladies and gentlemen, we are about to find out now, because Sophia Aboedi, who is an executive director at Readathon International Foundation, is here with us, and she's about to tell us what happened and how they got a Guinness record. In fact, not just 1, but 3. And all the 3 recipients are also here, and they're going to be telling us their name. Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm fine.
I saw your picture on the internet.
Thank you, yes.
You were posing. It was you, right?
It was me, it
Yeah.
was me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so good morning to your viewers. And my name is Sophia Aboedi, the Executive Director for Sophia Aboedi Readathon International Foundation.
Okay.
And actually, the Readathon came about.
So it was a readathon?
Yes.
Yeah.
When I personally embarked on 7 days reading marathon non-stop. So actually, I also attempted the longest reading marathon and the Guinness World Record. But it was rather unfortunate that someone in another country did more than I did. So yes, I couldn't be awarded the certificate.
Yeah.
So as part of our initiative, Sophia Aboedi Readathon International Foundation, we promote literacy in basic schools. We promote reading in basic schools. So I sat down quietly, and then I was scrolling through the Guinness World Record platform, and I saw a page, right, for under 16s. And I realized that it was only Canada, US, Netherlands, Australia, China, Japan, India.
So
it
no
was
Africa.
advanced, no African country. It was only advanced countries over there. So I thought that, okay, I have been grooming kids in various schools. Why don't, of course, why don't I groom some of the students to also compete over there? And let's see what the outcome will be. So I started with Isaac.
So here's Isaac?
Yes.
The small, cute one?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I started with him in 2024.
Right.
Yes. So he did, and then I targeted at environmental situation.
Yeah.
Because if we look at Ghana's sanitation issues, the government have been talking about it. So I started with the environmental aspect, which is the fastest time to separate two bags of recyclable materials.
Yeah.
Yes. Which includes metals, plastics, papers. Yes. So it will be mixed in a bag, and then you'll be asked to separate it at a very faster pace, and then it's only seconds. You are not supposed to use a minute. So as at then, the current
So his own had nothing to do with reading?
No, please.
Okay.
So it has, with the categories of that, we have different aspects. We have the educational aspect, environmental aspect, sport aspect, a lot of categories. So you would decide what it will, you will have to train the child on, either on environmental aspect. So I targeted on what the issues affecting Ghana exactly.
And how many? What was his time limit?
So he did 28 with, it was under a team of 2. So he paired with George, but George is not here with us. So he paired with George under a team of 2, and he was able to do 28 seconds.
Of separating?
Exactly. It was a full bag.
Oh, wow.
Yes, it was a full bag, and it was mixed. So you have to, we have the paper cups, we have the canned bottles, we have the plastic bottles, we have magazines, we have envelopes in it. So you think it's easy, but when I bring 2 bags of recyclable materials and I ask you to, it will take you 1 hour to do the separation.
So let's ask Isaac himself. Isaac, how was it?
It feels good.
It felt good. All right. Can you give your plaque to your teacher? Okay, show me how you actually separated it with your hands. How fast you were. Can you just demonstrate?
I wish we actually.
Let me see how your hands moved.
How you did it. No, can he?
Okay.
Yes,
You can step down.
Okay.
You can stand there and let us know how you did it.
I wish we actually had a video.
A video, yes. A video, yes.
But you did 28 seconds, right?
Yes.
So you did like that.
Very fast, very fast.
Like that.
Oh, wow.
Oh, like that.
Yes,
wow.
exactly. Into a 3 bin.
Okay.
So
Wow.
yes, and then there are rules attached to that. So before
sit down.
that, we trained them before they attempted it, because if you don't train them, they would not be able to do it, because they are supposed to do it under a short period of seconds, let's say in a second. So we train them before they embark.
So what about
on it.
Rebecca?
Rebecca did fastest time to build a 10-row pyramid. So with that time, the current record was 7 seconds. And then you have to do it very fast, very, very fast. And she did 6 seconds.
5 seconds?
5
86
seconds.
Yeah.
5 seconds, yes, in less than 6 seconds.
Yeah.
So she was able to also break the record.
Yeah.
And then
Salom.
Salom also did fastest time to pack a school bag. So actually, Rebecca's own was to promote critical thinking and also time management, how to manage your time in order to perform a task.
Right.
And then Salom did fastest time to pack a school bag. So with the school bag, we had books and stationaries, a lunch box, tablet, sneakers, everything is in the bag. It's on the table. So you have to pick it one after the other. So if you have a pencil case, you pick the pencil one after the other, put it in the case, zip it before you put it in the main bag. And you are doing that under a short period, seconds. So with his, he was able to beat the current, he is the current record holder, and he did how many seconds?
11
seconds. So initially it was 20 seconds, and then he was able to beat that seconds to that 11 point something seconds. So it means that it took consistent training and then monitoring to be able. And in fact, on the day of the attempt, I went to their school in the morning, and we could break that record at 5 p.m.
Wow.
Yes.
Let's Salom, how do you feel about this? Feel great. Wow.
And how was it like knowing that you have won the record?
Yeah.
You have broken the record.
Okay, let's come to Rebecca. You too. Let's hear from you. How do you feel about this?
I feel proud and excited.
Beautiful, beautiful. That's fine. So Kaswa to the world.
And
that is an interesting one from them. And that was the interesting conversation you had
with
them.
Sophia Boedi, who's executive director of Readathon International Foundation. I want to say thank you for what you've done for this kid.
Thank you.
Kaswa to the world.
All right, let's take a quick break, and when we come back, we will be getting into some entertainment news.
Entertainment, yeah.
Wrap up.
From Accra to Buenos, every badge carries history. Every player brings a story. Every number means something. Welcome to World Cup Central, only on Channel 1 TV.
Hello and welcome to another episode of World Cup Central right on Channel 1 TV.
Your home of football intelligence with African energy and global perspective. We're taking you beyond the highlights, from powerful eye-opening stats to sharp breakdowns of every qualified nation to insights that change how you see the beautiful game.
Their first appearance was in 1930, and their best finish at the World Cup was third place in 1930. That was a long time ago.
Every Friday at 3 p.m., we serve it fast, bold, and electric.
Many thanks for still joining us here on Breakfast Daily on Channel 1 TV. That was an interesting conversation there. Kaswa to the world. But in some few minutes we'll be wrapping up the show. But we need to give you the entertainment gist. And Fifi, Anan is in studio. Jeffrey Fifi Anan.
I've missed you people.
Charlie. Radio baby.
The day and Helen have been starving me this set. Day and Helen.
What do you have for us?
A lot, you know. So let me start this way. Yeah. Kweku Smoke had a successful event in England, you know, Brixton. It's a 6,000 sitting capacity venue where he had a very beautiful concert, you know. And if you know Kweku Smoke, he's had issues with Shatta Wale. You know, there was a time where he came on air to publicly, you know, profess how displeased he was with certain things Shatta Wale had done to him. You know, he allegedly saying Shatta contracted people to spoil his car, he being threatened, you know, a whole back and forth over who owns a certain song. So during his events in Brixton, Shatta Wale was on stage with Sarkodie, and it was a surprise to me. It was a surprise to many, you know.
Why?
Because there hadn't been any clear reconciliation effort from both of them. I don't know if they did it behind closed doors. Yeah, it's showbiz. But if you see the video in which Kweku Smoke was complaining, he was really displeased with how things panned out between himself and Shatta Wale. Okay. But that's aside. So Shatta Wale is on stage. I mean, it's a Ghana moment. It's a beautiful moment. Shatta is performing with Sarkodie on a Kweku Smoke concert. And then around that same time, where videos and pictures came out that Shatta had been on stage, a tweet from Stonebwoy comes in. I read, "These two guys have been faking to each other based on interest and timing. Convenient friendship. Even the devil hates that. No name whatsoever, but you know how Ghanaians are."
So you people think it's Shatta Wale and...
That's what people think. I don't think...
Sarkodie he's speaking to.
I don't think it's both of them. I think it's just a regular tweet. But the timing has you know, brought about a lot of misinterpretation. Would be wrong to sound sure as though he meant to speak to Shatta Wale and Stonebwoy, you know. So that's that. People took it wrongly. The comment section is just crazy. While his Beam natives are defending him, people from other camps also think clearly this tweet is directed towards Sarkodie and Shatta Wale performing on stage. But here's what I think. I think the fact that we have an issue or the fact that we are not happy with each other doesn't mean that when it's time to represent our nation proper, we can't do that. I mean, if Ghana wins, we are all winning. If we come together and sell our music to the world, we are all winning. So I don't think Stonebwoy is against that. No, I don't think Stonebwoy is against we coming together to raise high the flag of Ghana.
So as you sit there, who is this message?
It could be directed at anybody. I mean, there's no name in it, so I can't tell.
But I think that maybe Stonebwoy should actually take a chill pill because some of the things can happen in the industry. I can be in an office with you and not be cool with you, right? Yeah. But a job must go on, right? That's why we are here. Yeah. So you can be in an industry with somebody, you're not cool with the person, but the fact that he's on stage, is on a Kweku Smoke stage, and I'm there, doesn't mean that I have to behave in such a way that people will see that we are enemies.
Yeah, the job
you
is
work,
job.
I work, I get my money, you get your money, we go.
Everyone goes there.
That's it.
Yeah. So it's more like, it's not everything that you should actually tweet about.
Exactly. You understand certain things, you see, when you now start putting emotions in certain things,
everything.
it actually gets to you. Yeah. So I'm in a company, my boss has spoken to me.
It makes you the immature person.
Yeah, you just ignore, you move, and you're done. Yeah. When we come to the job, we get the job done. Mind you, a showpiece. Yeah. There is a show and there is the business
aspect.
And now that we are seeing these people actually making good money. So if you put me on a Kweku Smoke bit or something, I saw Sarkodie go to perform at Amancia West or Amancia South. One guy, we called him the Great Osama. Yeah. That guy owns a hotel there. Sarkodie went there to go and perform. Yeah. Sark, he like money. So whatever it is for the money there, he'll go in for it. So therefore, should just take a chill pill.
But let's not conclude that the tweet was directed at.
Before you came here, somebody has
Shatawale.
already spoken about it and said that they are all thinking. You know, you give your fans the reason to think a particular way. You understand? They are the Beam fans.
No, but
and
the question is,
Shatta.
no.
Who was he talking to?
Yeah, exactly.
Ekutia no Nimura.
Manura no.
Oh, that's why no majama.
Yeah, but Sarkodie, before you go, Sarkodie has responded in an interview with Nigeria's Adesope. He said that he wouldn't want to think the tweet was directed at them. Adesope. Shokwe. Thank you for the correction. Adesope. Yeah. He would rather hear it from Stonebwoy himself than listen to what those in the fan base are saying. But he goes on to say that if you watch the interview for long, he goes on to say that beef is needed in an industry. I mean,
it's needed. It has to get you going.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Manifest.
I actually get tired of beef.
Beef? Oh no.
I think it depends on how it's being done. You know, it makes the industry like
I can tell you, by then Shatawale is cooking something. Oh, Shatta is cooking something.
Somebody says he won't be surprised if in the next 3 months he and Shatawale have an issue.
Anyway, thank you so much.
But before I go quickly, belated happy birthday to my best friend Sally Emefa na Koshibadu.
Nice.
You've been the best of friends from level 100. Your sacrifices and everything, I really appreciate you. And big shouts to Kasake. Yeah, he's warned me to give him shouts, else I'll be in trouble. So big shouts to Kasake. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much, Fifi. And before we go, quick messages that came in. Good morning. Please, there is a wetland at Ablik Mauduma. The place is now being sold to people to develop, and it's even being earmarked for a market. This is a disaster waiting to happen, and no one is saying anything about it. This one says that good morning to you all in the studio. I often hear authorities being blamed littering for floods. Not far from the truth though, but even areas are relatively clean, with relatively clean drains, still experience severe flooding. Shouldn't the national conversation focus more on modern drainage engineering, enforcement against building on waterways, and long-term urban planning? The thing is success. Successive government has been known for flood-prone areas in Accra for decades. Why do we continue to lose lives and property every rainy season instead of seeing perennial flooding and all those? There's supposed to be a permanent solution to this. This is coming from the bold talk from Bitchley. That's how I wrap up today's show, which has been an exciting one. I'm Philip Nilate.
And my name is Chris Carter.
Many thanks for your time, and keep watching Channel One TV. We have something interesting for you at 11:30, so stay tuned.